crack for sale. I got max for sale. I got mad. I got dope for sale. I need it. You need it. I need it. I need your money. You need my product. Come get it right here, man. Everything for sale.
Man, what is you talking about, bro?
Hey, everything for sale. Hey, my nigga, everything for sale. I got crack for sale. You didn't hear what I said. I got dope for sale. I got balls for sale. I got mass, nigga. I got it all. I got the 2019 Player of the Year trophy for sale. Nigga, it says what? Hold on, money first, player. Money first, player. Yeah, I got it for sale.
It says TTP, Shots Magazine.
She ain't coming back no more.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase. 101. Come on, we gon' jump you 130. We stay clicked up, delete up. I'm gonna stay G'd up, red right, feet up. Go like this. I got stuff for sale, I got max for sale, I got dope, I got kush for sale, I got bars as well. What you say? Nigga got that lick, nigga I'm the shit, I'm the nigga get you hit for a quarter break. What you said to me? Why you play with me? I am star, keep artillery. Fuck who feeling me? I'm a coco break, turn up for a check. What you said, nigga? Fuck what you heard, little nigga. Fuck what you heard about me. If it ain't about business, then that shit that ain't about me. Don't come to me with no begging shit, cause I didn't get none of this shit that I got for free. I was broke in the bitch on the come up, I had to replace from sun up to sun up. Keep a little head up, you know what they say about life. You stay down, you come up. Broke talk, what for? I stopped talking broke talk back in 04. Stop hanging with broke niggas back in 03. You are who you hang around, nigga, I'm me. Nigga, I'm STARC. Put to fill up a whole head here with the third leg, nigga, get some more bread out of it. Hit a little later, get some more head out of it. My little homie, how money really be sour. Told him more knowledge, more money, more power. People thinking that shit really can't easy. What you think fat meat really ain't greasy? What you think rap nigga dope, nigga cheesy? I'm with the shits, you better believe me. I got the hook up, the cook up, the plug on the saw. Most of these niggas too soft. I got stuff to sell. I got max for sale, I got dope, I got kush for sale, I got bars as well. What you say? Nigga got that lick, nigga I'm the shit, I'm the nigga get you hit for a quarter break. What you said to me? Why you play with me? I am star, keep artillery. Fuck who feeling me? I'm a correct, turn up for a check. What you said, nigga? Fuck what you heard, little nigga. What they said is irrelevant. These niggas talking, but that shit is less than intelligent. Less about money, my nigga, don't tell me shit. Me and my money brothers got a fellowship. We could not be on no jealous shit. Hustling, we be on owning and selling shit. Fuck all that politics. We be on grinding, we be on some ballin' shit. She wanted all of this. She don't really know me, she just heard that I'm a shit. She want to swallow me. She know I'm a leader, she wanted to follow me. She wanted all of me. She know that I'm solid, I'm stiff as a metal tree. Cocky and confident. And bitch, I'm a king. That's how you gotta be. They come quick, but these niggas move slow. These niggas ain't equipped for the game, I think they slow. Po little ting, he can do the math. He put in less, so I get the bigger hair. Nigga won't flex, that is at the man. I used to be broke, quit thinking about the past. You lost in the sauce if you think about the loss. Quit thinking like a broke nigga, think like a boss. I got stuff to sell, I got max for sale, I got dope, I got kush for sale, I got bars as well. What you say? Nigga got that lick, nigga I'm the shit, I'm the nigga get you hit for a quarter break. What you said to me? Why you play with me? I am star, keep artillery. Fuck who feeling me? I'm a correct, turn up for a check. What you said, nigga? Fuck what you heard, little nigga.
She ain't coming back no more.
Hey, check this out. Yeah, all you bitches is fake. Yeah, hey, yeah. All you bitches is fake. Yeah, save or fair. Yeah. All you bitches is fake. All you bitches is fake. Fake like a toupee. Nigga top, I'm a bake. Flame your your shit like souffle. Bitch, I been on this wave. Catch that shit like bouquet. Run it back like Boucher. Run it back like Boucher. All you bitches is fake. Fake like a toupee. Nigga top of my babe. Flame your shit like souffle. Bitch, I been on this wave. Catch that shit like bouquet. Run it back like Boucher. Run it back like Boucher. Flame your shit like souffle. Who say you say? Spill your shit like you say. We been off the grid and plush our dids with your bitch. Showing pussy lip. I couldn't make up shit. In real life, my life real lit. Try to show you bitches love, but y'all be on this fake shit. I can't do no cake shit. Skin and grin fake shit. I don't have the patience. I say congratulations because you know I'm gracious. I wonder why they hate us. Backstabbing, stick don't stand for shit and quick to betray us. All you bitches is fake. Fake like a toupee. Nigga top on my bait. Flame your shit like souffle. Bitch, I been on this wave. Catch that shit like bouquet. Run it back like Boucher. Run it back like Boucher. All you bitches is fake. Fake like a toupee. Nigga top on my bait. Flame your shit like souffle. Bitch, I been on this wave. Catch that shit like bouquet. Run it back like Boucher. Run it back like Boucher. How you gon' hold me down? Bitch, you can't hold down your lace front. Don't pass me no stick weed. Bitches smoking lace blunts. Hoes try to play me pussy. Watch I show you a real cunt. Bet the piss out of bitch. Had the gang smoke your shit like some runts. Runts pack. Gon' run, tell that. Run my name through the streets while I'm running up a bag. The chopper running up your ass. Funny how I'm acting funny now. Watching dummies crash. Keep my foot on the neck. Can't let you fake bitches get a pass. Fake, fake like a toupee. Nigga top on my bait. Flame your shit like souffle. Bitch, I been on this wave. Catch that shit like bouquet. Run it back like Boucher. Run it back like Boucher. All you bitches is fake. Fake like a toupee. Nigga top on my bait. Flame your shit like souffle. Bitch, I been on this wave. Catch that shit like bouquet. Run it back like Boucher. Run it back like Boucher. All you bitches is fake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay. All you bitches is fake. All you bitches is fake. Yeah, yeah. All you bitches, all you bitches, all you bitches is fake. All you bitches is fake. Yeah, yeah. All you bitches, all you bitches, all you bitches is fake. All you bitches is fake. Yeah, yeah. All you bitches, all you bitches, all you bitches is fake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Most of these niggas be fake, ain't nobody trill no more. That's why I stay with the vibe. I keep it everywhere I go. I ain't trying to go to the pen. I've been there and done it before. But I kill one of you niggas if you try to step on my toes. It's about more to the paper than making it. It's about stacking and saving it. I done seen a nigga down bad. If you ain't give it, they was taking it. I sat and watched my mama pray for it. Checks coming slow, bills coming fast. Thinking to myself, one motherfucking day, I'ma have a whole lot of cash. One thing I can't stand, and one thing I just hate to see. A nigga hating on my hustle when they got the same opportunity as me. But you gotta go and get that cheddar. Split in their face, can't let a nigga feel that pressure. Knowing that you gotta shit low, the haters, what's wrong with one more extra? But you gotta go extra. Cause people be scheming to get what you got. So do anything to be in your spot. Dirty your name or talk to the cops. That ain't no cool shit. Gotta watch the niggas that you fool with. Cause it can be the same nigga that you went to school with. Most of these niggas be fake. Ain't nobody trill no more. That's why I stay with the fire. I keep it everywhere I go. I ain't trying to go to the pen. I've been there and done it before. But I kill one of you niggas if you try to step on my toes. Like, look at these niggas. I can really see the crook in these niggas. Look at these niggas. I can really see the crook in these niggas. Look at these niggas. I can really see the crook in these niggas. Look at these niggas. Look at these niggas. Look at these niggas. Everybody got a pistol on them. Tell me nigga who gon' bust a head. All these niggas out here tripping over pussy. Really nigga like fuck the bread. Fuck the in, homie. Tell me why the fuck you in the way. The niggas out here, goddamn niggas ain't dirty like a landfill. Man, I think I need a Xanny pill. Cause I done had it way up the hill. I'm tired of hanging at a standstill. But fuck it, I'm out to my paper, my nigga. I ain't finna stand around waiting on niggas. I pick and choose who I fuck with. That's probably why I be shaking them niggas. Like AI at the line, I ain't got the time. If they ask for it, I ain't got a dime. Look a motherfucker straight up in their eye. First name, no, last name. Now they in their feelings. Cause I'm eating on them like everyday Thanksgiving. Eating on them like a fat boy. Look at how these niggas act, boy. Look at these niggas. I can really see the crook in these niggas. Look at these niggas. I can really see the crook in these niggas. Look at these niggas. I can really see the crook in these niggas. Look at these niggas. Look at these niggas. Look at these niggas.
Not shine, bitch.
Yep. Call your love. Belly Bell.
Brother, what's going on?
Oh man, you know how we doing it. Had to get the smooth sounds going in this motherfucker.
Yeah. You know I got my instinct going up now.
I already know. Yeah, man.
Already, bro.
Huh?
You shared the link.
Yeah, we was already doing that shit. We was already doing that shit like around 8:45. Getting all that out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Where you got the link at?
Matter of fact, I'm finna send it to your inbox right now.
Okay.
I sent it to your YouTube. I mean your Instagram. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. It's about to go down. We got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, man. So we're gonna make sure that everybody, gonna make sure everybody on point, man, tonight. A whole bunch of shit that happened, you know what I'm saying? So say, man, it's really going down. See what it do. Y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. We're gonna try to get this to everybody, man, before we just go all the way in.
What's the damn deal, QD?
Oh man, chilling on trying to get everybody trying to get everybody in the thing, man. We going live on 5 places today, man. We on Facebook, we on YouTube, we on Twitch, we on Twitter.
If you coming in, please like and share. If you coming, this not coming in, please like and share, please.
Hey man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on the on the YouTube page, man. We need to build that YouTube audience up, man. We trying to get that YouTube popping, man. That YouTube.
My brother on my damn laptop this weekend, man. They even charge month. Charge up, it's just run the motherfucker. It's about to cut out.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. They've been lit up and everything when I plugged that bitch in.
For real?
Yeah.
Let me see something, man. Trying to get everybody up in this motherfucker. Champ up in this motherfucker. Try to get everybody in this bitch, man. Y'all make sure y'all share the live when y'all come on, man. Hey, man, if y'all got some music that y'all want to send to us, man, I'm about to, man, let me put this in the comments, man. Y'all can also send that to our Gmail account at the lionsdlw4@gmail.com, man. Y'all can also do that. Hey, man, we're going to try to get all the way in tonight. We got a lot of shit going on in the celebrity news tonight, man. All right.
What's going on, Corey, you love?
Nothing. Did my incense.
Hey, it's AD in the building.
AD in the building.
He is, or he
ain't in the building yet.
What's going on there?
I can't call it with a telephone.
So,
I've been a little bit under the weather. That's why I've been just chilling.
Say, man, what did you take, man? Did you take the tea? You got your tea out there?
I just brewed it up, man. Look, I'm so busy trying to collect the dollar. I didn't save nobody for my goddamn self, man. I made up a batch, man. I sold out in like 2 days, bro. And I had been bullshitting, bro. I should have been went back to the store, man. People been asking me. I've been bullshit. I've been on some lazy shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
Hey, man, you gotta get up. You gotta get up out there, man. We need you.
Hey,
we need you, man.
I need
y'all what? Sky's Urban Tea will be ready in the morning. I just did up a big old pot, man. All I gotta do is pour it up and seal it up, man. So it's done.
Sky's Herbal Tea, y'all.
Going to her to finish the production, going to the assembly line, man. When I leave her, man, one man, well, 2 men. My wife, she usually do the labels, but
yeah, that's what's up.
So
that's what's up.
We run a little 2-man operation, man. Gotta get ready to do a little commercial with Sky. She got to be the face of the Sky's Urban Tea, man. I'm gonna get our lines together, you know.
Yeah, make sure you send it. Make sure you send that to me. Make sure you send that to me when you get done with it. Hey, everybody that just came on, man, if y'all would be so kind to share the live, it's about to go down. in a few seconds, man. We just getting everything prepared and ready for y'all, man. We got a lot of content tonight, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about. We're gonna discuss mental illness, man. We're gonna discuss what black men are holding in. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we don't have to just put it as black men, but you know, that's really the cause. We really want to talk about that tonight because for the simple fact, we had a death over the last week, and it really affected a lot of people in the world, man, because this man seemed like he was happy on the outside, but something troubling was going on in the inside, man. So, hey, y'all make sure y'all share the live. Oh, the subject tonight, we talking about what black men are holding in. You know what I'm saying? Emotion wise, you feel me? So, hey, man, but we got current events that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the Masterpiece situation. We're gonna talk about the YSL situation. We're gonna talk about the TSF situation early on in the show. In the first hour, we're gonna break that down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go all the way through there in the first hour. If y'all got, like I say, man, y'all got some mute. Matter of fact, let me drop this in here in the comments. Yeah. In the first hour, we're gonna talk about the current events and all that.
What you say, I would just want to let the people know I usually do a current event, but with this YSL situation, that is a current event that needs to be talked about in detail. I want to give a lot of youngsters some game tonight, man. I just feel like that's more important than any other current event I could be talking about. That is current, it is relevant. So I just wanted to touch on the real a little bit more, and plus with the situation, the Sauce Walker affiliates been getting caught up on a RICO but federal. So man, I just want to shed a little light on some things, so people can get informed before they make the decision to live the street lifestyle. Because a lot of us out here faking like we cut like that, but we're not. And as we seeing with these rappers, man, they're not even making the whole 7-8 months before they start copping pleas and ready to tell, man. You don't want to give up that lifestyle.
And we're gonna go down through there, man. So y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. The next, I'm gonna give us like maybe I'm gonna give us about 3 more minutes, man. 3 more minutes, and we're gonna start off with the show. You know what I'm saying? And get everything all the way together. I'm gonna drop the link in the next hour, man. We ain't gonna put nobody on the panel until the next hour when we get on the main subject, you know. But hey, the first hour, man, we got a lot of information we want to get to y'all, man. It's a whole bunch of content that we finna shoot out there for y'all, man. So y'all will be enjoyed tonight, man. And we're gonna get a lot of things there. We're gonna talk about a lot, man, tonight. We're gonna talk about a lot. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Share. That's what we need y'all to do, man. Especially on that Instagram. Hey, call your love, man. We are on Twitter and we on Twitch tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all fuck with us. If you fuck with QD, if you fuck with Call Your Love, if you fuck with LaVelle, please like and share. It costs $0 just to like and share. Yeah,
hey,
it
man,
costs
we gonna take y'all. We gonna take y'all with us, man. Take it out with us, man. Hey, all the ones that say, hey, man, make sure y'all share the live. If y'all got any music that y'all want us to have in the playlist, I just put the Gmail address down. Also, we gonna be doing Ask a Player segment tonight. This is the first time we gonna do this segment, man. We already got a letter from one of the. Well, I don't know if she on here tonight, but hey, man, we're gonna be reading an anonymous letter from, and it's a real night, man. We're gonna be down, and we're gonna have AD come in and tell her the solution on how she can, get rid of, deal with the problem that she had. And so, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in for the Ask a Player segment too, man. It's gonna be in the last quarter of the top hour. Yeah, man, we're gonna get down through there, man. Yeah.
Yes. We do Ask the Player. We like the gentlemen, the women. If y'all have anything that y'all want us to discuss, and of course under Ask the Player, y'all in a dilemma, a love triangle, going through a hard time and that you just want someone to discuss it and talk about it on an open forum, you do not have to disclose your name. We will not disclose your name. The person that wrote us the letter, the emailed us the letter tonight, we will not be disclosing them. They will be going by the name of Anonymous. Or QD might give them a name, but it would not be the real person's name being exposed.
Yeah, we're not gonna expose y'all, man. So y'all feel free. If y'all got a dilemma that y'all want us to discuss on the show, y'all make sure y'all send it to the lounge DFW, the number 4 at gmail.com, and we read all the letters. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like we not gonna check y'all. Y'all got music y'all want to send, y'all also send it there. We gonna check it out. We gonna make sure we get it in the show. You know what I'm saying?
My boy Yellow C said it's a good subject. We most definitely have to tap on this, chop it up on this for the simple fact that us as men, we have a tendency to hold things in and let it and keep it bottled up to the point where we may explode or do something that's irrational, and sometimes we can make a permanent decision based off a temporary problem. So we most definitely
far into it.
Huh?
I hold on, don't go too far into it.
Yeah. Hey man, see, we got a big enough audience. Hey, so look, y'all are on the DFW Lounge, man. I am QD period.
This girl Koya Love.
I'm your boy Billy Bill, and this is the Lounge DFW. What you got for us on the celebrity news tonight, QD?
Man, on the celebrity news tonight, man, it's crucial, man. Let's get right into it, man. Hey.
Yeah, it's a lot to cover. It's been so much going on all the way up to today.
So, man, let's get into the celebrity news, man. Here's y'all celebrity news for the night, man. Let's get right into it. Our first story of the night, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby boy has been plastered all over the internet. Someone was in the truck over the weekend with her, and they were riding with her, and they took a video of Rihanna playing with her baby boy in the back of the truck, and here we have it. We have pictures all over the internet of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's first baby boy together. So everybody that don't know, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, they have a situation they got going. I don't know if they're in a relationship or they just baby mom and baby daddy. I don't know. This is Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. So we don't know what to expect. All I know is they got a baby boy together. Before the relationship sparked and we didn't know anything about it, it was rumors in 2019. Then they announced that they were expecting in January with the photo shoot in Harlem neighborhood of New York. And then Rihanna spoke with Vogue, and she said that she wasn't saying that they were planning to start a family, but they certainly not planning against it. And then the fashion icon told Vogue in April about the pregnancy. She said, I don't know when I ovulated or of that type shit. We just had fun. Hey, that's some Rihanna shit for you, man. But, you know, she said praise the Lord about it, and she's happy about what happened with the situation. And now they have a bundle of joy, the baby boy. Our second story for the day is the Brat tells Bow Wow to pull up after he called out Jermaine Dupri over a 106 in Park, saying that he basically started 106 in Park. He created the show, and Bow Wow said that that's all cap. And I'm about to give you the details on that now. So Bow Wow took it to social media. He stated, JD ain't create 106 in Park, stop the cap. Stephen Hill and Rick Grimes and all the great people at the BT office and staff created that show. All I did was capitalize off what they created and made it mine. I know I was Mr. 106 in Park. I would never take away from someone's creativity. All right.
106 in Park was created by me. I created the show for Bow Wow. I was watching MTV, and MTV had TRL, and they was catering to NSYNC, and they was catering to Backstreet Boys, and anything white that was coming out that was pop, they was allowing these kids to scream and holler at them. And I'm like, yo, we don't have nothing for black people. Like, where's the black kids that love music? Oh, they have a show like this. So I called Stephen Hill, and I say, yo, I got an artist, we need to make a show just like TRL. And he said, what's the artist? And I said, his name is Bow Wow. Of course, he was like, everybody challenges what I'm saying. Mind you, they wasn't gonna put Bow Wow on TRL like that because he was a rapper. He was a black little young boy rapping, but he also was 12 years old. Nobody on TV was 12 years old anywhere creating this type of pandemonium, right? I went to Stephen Hill and I'm like, yo, we need this show. We need this show. We need a show on BET that shows black artists.
Now in other news, Gunna has been released from the Fulton County Jail after hours of pleading with the guilty verdict of racketeering and gang charges. So the YSL member has been released, and man, everybody's in a frenzy about that. Everybody has their own comments. Everybody has bad things to say about this. So Young Gunna had pleaded to an Alfred plea. And with the Alfred plea, it seems as if they say that he didn't snitch, but others say otherwise that he did. But I'm going to let y'all go over the clip on what he said in the courtroom. And we going to... Now, Young Thug makes a court appearance following Gunna's release on the Alfred plea. And it looked like it went well from what researchers say in the courts. And it seemed like the judge was on his side from that. But right now, we don't have all the details on that case. When we do get the details, I will make sure that I let y'all know what happened on that. But let's get into the clip on when Gunna was in the courtroom of the audio and what was said while Gunna was, before Gunna was.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens? Yes, ma'am. YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along
I know something about Jeffrey Williams. That's law enforcement officers are all too eager to say, well, tell us about Mr. Williams. Is he involved in this? What do you know about him? That's the problem with this case. It's coming from the word of people who are getting deals to say, yeah, he was there, or I saw him around, or he gave the order, or I heard from someone else he gave the order. That's what this case is about. You're not going to hear any confession of Jeffrey Williams.
So every time there is a potential link to anything, his name comes up.
But when you target a human being who's so well known, you make it so easy for the other person to say, oh, you mean I could be released from this location that I don't want to be? All I have to say is, I know something about Jeffrey Williams.
My boy Sauce Walker wasn't feeling what Gunna did at all, and he had his own things that he wanted to say about Gunna. So he took that to social media, and this is his response on what he would have did if he was in the situation.
I've been through these situations multiple times in life. I've been through multiple interrogations. I've been through multiple situations, and it's always going on. It never stops. We always going through something, and I will never tell or fold or my brother in no way, shape, or form. If y'all give me my 30 years, give me my 25, my daughters will see me off of FaceTime off one of these good phones up in here. Get this goddamn mail or however it's gonna go, come see me.
Well, Sauce Walker got what he asked for. The next few days after what he stated on social media, it brought up right in his face. Now 14 members of the Sauce Walker TSF crew in Houston were arrested for federal RICO charges. And more than 200 FBI personnel came together to investigate this case. So now TSF is under investigation now. So let's see how this pans out.
More than a dozen men behind bars facing federal charges as part of a joint operation to crack down on violent offenders in the Houston area. Thank you for joining us. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Daniela Guzman. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is live at the downtown federal courthouse with some new details about this big bust. Bryce?
Keith and Daniela, we've learned tonight from the FBI that more than 200 personnel, tactical teams from all across the state, came in and surrounded the homes of these 14 accused criminals, arresting them at 6 o'clock in the morning. For the second time in 2 months, the FBI announcing a group of arrests. The special agent in charge of the Houston division says target violent crime.
For every criminal that we take off the streets, that's one less person being victimized.
Early Wednesday morning, FBI tactical teams helped arrest 14 men.
Now this right here is some bullshit. Master P and Lil Romeo, and Romeo, they're beefing right now. And the beef has got all the way to the point to where it's in the internet right now. They went to the social media and they airing each other out. And let me give y'all some details on what's going on. So it's a full-fledged family feud between the father and son duo. They had a war exchanging words against each other on social media, and this happened over the weekend, and it's leaving all the fans stunned. This right here hurt my feelings, man, because I'm a Master P fan, man. Let me show you what Romeo Miller had to say and all the posts that he put down on his social media account. Romeo goes to social media with a post, and he states this: I'm only addressing this here because my father is trying to gaslight and break me instead of taking accountability for his mistakes and greed. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. My only concern was never about money, but that's the only thing that was highlighted. So here we are. I never bought this to social media. My father, Master P, did when he felt the urge to call out blogs to clear up stories that was bothering him. I'd rather post, but I do have a voice too, and I won't be bullied. I forgave my dad years ago, and I apologize for entertaining this on here because it's out of character. But sometimes that's what it takes. He has to be willing to get help too. Like I say, mental illness is real.
Be angry at God. I won't be upset. I won't go get mad and be disrespectful to my parents and none of that stuff. I just say, Dad, thank you for putting me in this world. Now I can get out and hustle and go do my thing. But that's the problem. When you take kids and you kind of like protect them from the real struggle and the pain, and you don't allow them to deal with their own consequences. And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look, you've been shining for a long time, son. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me or come to the house and holler at me. The saddest thing about that, this is what the people want to see. They want to see destruction. So if you destroy me, what are you going to do for the rest of the family? Are you going to take care? You told me on the post that you put up, you go take care of people in the community. That's what you're supposed to do when you come from that. You go help people. I'm just not helping ungrateful people. I'm not an ATM machine. People can't just say they love me when I give them something. I'm tired of that, y'all. And any other parents, you could be rich or poor at a smaller level. You might give your kid $10, but if that's all you got, I've always fell off, got back up, hustled, did my thing. I'm tired of all these blog sites and all this stuff, poking and having fun. Y'all can, but I'm about to go back to work and do what I got to do. I love my family. My door is always open for my son.
Woo! Man, where we start? What do we start, man? Hey, man, this might be the most loaded celebrity news that you've done, man. This motherfucker remind me of loaded back.
Listen to me. It took me from Friday all the way to today to finish that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Koya sent me like 3 more that I wasn't even up on. So I was like, man, this shit here, this gonna be big. And
Holy.
So what y'all feel about that?
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. Where you want to start with it, Koya? What was the most?
Well, for one, I just think just the fact that how they're doing it is like completely just wrong, because everything that you go through is not for the world to see. That's the first thing. Secondly, I feel like Romeo really did speak some real live ass shit because growing up in the industry, I could only imagine that he probably was, wasn't aware or didn't know of the actual money that he was making because he was a child. And now that he's of age and he has his own family, I feel as though he does have a right to feel how he feels. He said that he never seen any of his money, but he never went without. Matt, we all know that Master P took really good care of Romeo. We this is what we know. So he may not been able to touch the money, but he never went without nothing. And these are facts. We know this. And I feel like the way that he came in regards to his response, I feel like he shouldn't have done it on social media to begin with. I just don't agree with that, especially when it's something that in depth, especially when it's, pertaining to your family and your father on top of that. Like, it's just some things are for social media and some things are not. But it's kind of challenging when you are in that limelight to have your personal affairs more so on the back burner. But somehow, some kind of way, social media is gonna find out what's going on. And that's just the world that we live in. I do hope that they are able to come to some type of sensible resolution, but I don't understand why Master P kept implying that Romeo, all he got to do is pick up the phone and call. Master P, you are the father. No matter how old your child is, you do not stop being a father. Why haven't you have you picked up the phone? Have you even pulled up on your son? Have you caught a flight? Like Romeo was spitting some facts. Like, he gotta hold himself accountable too. Is he actually willing to resolve these family issues that they have? Have any of them pulled up, caught a flight? Do they still live in the same state?
Can I say this in Master P's defense? First of all, Master P been calling Romeo. Romeo ain't accepting this call. That's why Master P been going. That's why Mr. P. I say Mr. P. Master P went live to do an open response to Romeo in the world because Romeo is not responding to him.
And maybe he not responding to him because look how he doing the shit. This shit is all on social media.
But he the one put it on social media. I'm gonna say this: as women, see the thing with women, y'all look at men.
Don't say women because I just found out about this.
Can I make my point? The reason why I said that because you said as a father.
You know I'm finna chop him down. He already know I'm finna get him. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Let him go. Let him go.
Hey, Romeo was 30-something years old. He ain't no goddamn kid. Two, Charleston White made a very, very interesting point. Hey, man,
I got that clip too.
30-something years old. You went to college. Why is it up to me? You talking about you living check to check. It's not my responsibility to make sure that you well off. As a father, I did my job. I raised you as a man. It's your job to go out into the world. As Charleston White stated, your daddy took $10,000 and created an empire. You've been given every resource that you need to be successful. And due to your lack of success, you blame it on your father. See, as men, we don't have any sympathy for boys. If it was up to us, we'll kick the boys out at 18 if it was up to us. It's the woman that said, nah, that's my baby, my baby, my baby.
So is his mama at fault for this? You keep on saying women. So is the mama at fault for this?
Now, I said that because you said that as a father, he should be reaching out to his son. No, he shouldn't.
Right, because he's still a father. That's just like if Sky was in an issue, in an incident, you don't stop being the father of Bell because Sky is of age. That's what I'm implying.
Well, as men, this is what I said about tonight. I'm glad you said that. You see, right. I like how everything tied together. As men, we expect it, and we are summoned to take charge of our post and everything around us. As a man complaining about why you broke and why you successful and your daddy doing it, man, that sounds like spoiled baby talk. Man, you should know better. Why is you even coming to say hypothetically? All that is true. Why are you on the internet as if that's gonna fix y'all situation? See, that's emotional talk. That stuff little girls do. Men don't do that. Even if you feel like your father has been there for everybody except his own daughter, that's still something that men don't do. Romeo is not a teenager. Romeo is a 30-something-year-old man.
With a family.
Yes, sir. So
With a
I
family.
can't give him any type of leeway or sympathy for how he handled that, because I'm pretty sure Peter instilled him in all the men values that he should have. Right now, this is a spoiled kid, an entitled kid, a grown-ass man that's still acting like a kid, and say, I'm gonna go tell the social media that you're a fraud, Daddy. Man, all that do is make you look bad, because that shows, boy, if your daddy didn't do none of the stuff you did, you couldn't do nothing. Because what did you build? I wish my daddy would have been a multi-millionaire. You know what the fuck I have right now? My daddy done touched hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, you supposed to be, even if your daddy took your royalties, he put you in a situation, in a position that 99.9% of the people had never ever been in. Your daddy touched over $500 million way back in the 90s. So I just can't go ahead, Cutie.
What I gotta say about this situation, man, I fought Romeo for putting their business out there on social media. His excuse was that his daddy stay on social media, so that was the only way that he could get to him. But I feel like he could have called him up, you know what I'm saying, and then they could have hashed that out the best way they could. They could have had a mediator and they could have did their thing. But when you a celebrity kid like that, man, you have the connections to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you put in a position to where you can win. You know what I'm saying? And then from what we've seen Romeo have TV shows. We've seen Romeo live his best life. He had a mansion at the age of 10, his own at that. You know what I'm saying? He got his own house. He living comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then I do feel Master P on what he said about a privileged kid not understanding the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit ties into where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? So he not really realizing the effect that he's causing by just you know what I'm saying, going out on rage and putting that shit all over the internet. Man, Romeo, man, you should have been a man about the situation. Pulled up on your daddy, man. Y'all should have talked that shit out. It wasn't no way you supposed to be putting your daddy out there like that, or even putting y'all business out there like that. Don't nobody need to know what's going on in our house but us. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how mad you is. What goes on in our house and our family stays in our family. It don't go all the way out in public. And that's why I fought Romeo for what he did. Everything, some of the things that he's saying, he's making clear points. Yes, he doing that. But at the same time, the way that he did that shit was not right. He should have did that shit at the house. Hey, Pops, I'm finna come pull up on you. That's some shit I would have did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pops, I'm finna pull up on you, man. I got some shit I need to talk to you about. You know what I'm saying? My sons do the same shit. If they got a problem with some shit that I did, they gonna pull up on me. We gonna talk this shit out. But we ain't finna go and put everybody else in our business. You gotta understand, man, you both have a big platform. So whatever you say, man, that shit is a blemish on your image. You know what I'm saying? It's a blemish on your legacy. Now look how we looking at Master P. It's a half and half situation. Master P was the most successful black man ever. That nigga did the streets. He showed that he made it way. He showed all us that we can get up out this bitch. That nigga did everything that a hood nigga want to do. That nigga played basketball in the NBA. That nigga made it at the dope game. That nigga had a motherfucking record label, a multi-million-dollar record label at that. And he's a mogul. Man, that's something that we can look at, man. And then social media, they're bad. Like that's why that's some shit that I don't like about how people do. I looked at that post, man. It was so many black people with so much negative shit ready to hate on this man for really the smallest shit. And they turned this man down and could really fuck his whole image up, you know what I'm saying, off of what this damn boy doing because he making an emotional decision. That's a female goddamn trait, man. I don't care. That nigga made an emotional decision.
Exactly. And not an indictment on you, Collier. That's what we be talking about from a man perspective, from a logical, and as a woman emotional. Instantly, you look at say as men, we have to be hard on men and use that As Sky, she a girl. I'm a hero. Yo, Romeo, Master P was his hero, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure Pete groomed him. That's our group. Pete used to talk about him being a boss, grooming him to be a boss. Romeo gonna have to look at himself.
Nobody is taking that from him. Like, we all know that he's definitely self-made. I love Master P. I grew up listening to P. I know, his background. He has a great, extensive background, and QD made some very valid points. He definitely, both of you guys actually did. Romeo has been put in position by his father to have plenty of context in order to do whatever it is that he needs to do at this point in the game, because he is of age. I do agree to that. But all I'm simply saying is that no matter how old your child gets, you do not stop being a parent. That's what I'm simply saying. I do believe that they could have done this a whole different way. I really do agree with that. I just hope that they do come to a resolution soon, because we are getting ready to come up on the new year, and you definitely don't want to bring that type of baggage into the new year. So I'm hoping the best for, Romeo and Master P.
Go ahead, Bill.
I think we covered that on that, man. We can go into that. We'll touch back on that for us with P. Continues to live his life and not being able to show his emotions for his daughter passing to the world. We'll go back into that a little deeper into that as the show go on. Excuse me. But I want to just touch on the point with Young Thug. I wasn't gonna do current events today because I wanted to make this an extension of current events from QD's celebrity. For us, when we're talking about Gunna and few more of the other co-defendants taking plea deals and basically setting it up where Young Thugs are basically being boxed in and is going to either have to take a plea or go to trial and watch his so-called affiliates have to testify against him. I wanted people to see this. I hope we get some young people to watch this so they can see, man, that street stuff is not what it's cracked up to be. Because when you got years upon years on you, man, all that street shit, I'm a real nigga. That shit go out the window when that real life kick in, when you been behind bars, ain't nobody coming to see you, ain't nobody picking up the phone, and the reality kick in that you might have to do X, Y, Z amount of years. And you got to expect that someone that has it all, that they're not willing to lose it all. So it's easy for a motherfucker to say, I'm going to take 20 years when they ain't got shit. Think about you got that big old pretty mansion, all that jewelry, all the cars. Man, you're not trying to give that shit away. So it's easy for someone to say what they will and won't do until they have to. I liked it, NBA YoungBoy's response when they asked him what he thought about the gun. He said, man, that ain't my motherfucking business. I don't give a damn. And that's the mentality of the world today. Nobody really gives a fuck. All this street shit, that shit is dead. Say, young men, stop living for the streets, because the streets don't give a damn about you. It's easy to tell a man, man, I would have did this, that. Let them folks be talking about giving you 20, 30 years. We'll see what you'll do.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be in that situation.
Perfect example, man, was Sauce Walker, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Sauce Walker, man. I love Sauce Walker, man. That's a cool little old dude, man. When Gunna took the stand, man, and that video surfaced, and I seen it that Saturday, and I looked at it, man, and I knew that everybody was gonna go all the way with this shit, man. I knew that everybody was gonna say what they was gonna do. I knew the gangsters was gonna goddamn me say all type of shit on how to stay silent in the situation. I knew WAC 100 was gonna have some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Even 6ix9ine said some shit. You know what I'm saying? And man, motherfuckers was treating like how shit is nowadays, man. We capitalize off another man's failure. You know what I'm saying? And karma come back fast in the bitch now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming back rapid because these men were just laughing at this guy, at this guy's situation, and now they right in the same situation. You know what I'm saying? Sauce Walker said, "Say, hey, man, that wasn't even no federal shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have got this. You know what I'm saying? But now they done hit your brother, bro, and y'all in a federal RICO. That's way worse than what the fuck they going through. They in a state RICO. This you got a federal now. So, man, it's just a whole bunch of shit, man, that we got to look at. I looked at the case today when they were doing they were talking to forensics and everything. It's a body on that case in the Young Thug situation. So they was doing that today, man. I just hope that everybody come
Stop.
out.
You don't want to fuck up your flow,
Yeah.
Kitty, but I don't know. I think I'm coming from you. It's some chopping going on in your background.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was some type of little chopping.
I don't know what I've been hearing it since. But
yeah. I didn't know if it was
hold on, let me go out and come back in. Y'all hold it down. I'm gonna come out and come back in.
Okay.
So you want to give us a little input on Fulton with the South Walker, Young Thug, and Gunna, all this, and with
I
South
just
Walker in a situation?
honestly, I'm just really tired of seeing the same scenario happen over and over again. Like, when are these men going to learn that, like you just stated, the streets do not love you? Like, we've seen so many different celebrities or just people we know in our personal life that have walked the same walk that Gunna and Sauce Walker are currently facing right now. Like, it gets to a point to where you kind of just be like, oh my God, somebody else did it, you know? Like, when do you put a stop to it? When does your light bulb come on? And, you know, at what point do you just say, some things I have outgrown, I no longer have interest in, you know, doing these things or wanting individuals to look at me as though I carry myself and I do these type of things. Like, sometimes you just have to learn how to watch who you keep for company. I know my mom always told me growing up, you have to be mindful of the company that you keep, because trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. As you can see, these guys are now in court, and this case is basically worldwide. Everybody is well aware of what's going on. Like, nobody wants to be in that light, especially in the negative light, when the whole world, especially the time and age that we live in, like, everybody is seeing this. Like, this is like a stain on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to walk around with stains on our shirt. We want to be, you know, just as neat, as clean as we possibly can be. Like, it's really disheartening that another one of our black men or men are having to go through this. Like, it's just really sad to me. I hope that, you know, it works out for the best. But if this happens to come out and these alleged allegations are in fact true, then, you know, you got to know that, you know, you can't walk that walk in life and don't expect to not have no type of consequence behind your action, because for every action is a reaction. So those are my thoughts on that. Lavelle, what you think?
I just want to say, you got to be careful speaking on people's situation, because you might be faced with that same adversity. Just in a matter of days after Sauce Walker spoke on Young Thug and Gunna situation, he has affiliated that was hit with that same situation, but even worse. Sauce, Gunna and Young Thug's estate. Sauce Walker's affiliates is federal, which is, excuse me, more severe. So when the feds come to get you, they got you. And it ain't gonna be no playing out and going home. It's gonna be an extended amount of time that people gonna be receiving when the feds come and get you. So we got to be mindful of speaking on people's situation. That's why I say it's easy to say what you will and won't do until you faced in that situation. So, man, sometimes we got to just be mindful, and as young thugs, not young thug, but NBA, shut the fuck up. It's not your business. It's not your place to say what somebody is and what somebody's not. You know, just be blessed that you're not in that situation. But overall, I find it hard for me to have any type of empathy and sympathy for the guy because God had blessed them and put them in a situation that many of us pray for every night. These guys are multi-millionaires. If they not if some of them not multi-millionaires, they were next to multi-millionaires. If they had like any type of idea or pitch or some type of business idea, they was close enough to Faust Walker, a Young Gunner, or Young Thug to pitch that idea. Man, I wish I could get. Do you realize how much money Young Thug is worth? Young Thug is worth over, I think, like $20-something million. Man, I wish I could just be connected to somebody that was worth over $5 million. And they were willing to hear my ideas and business plan. And so we can continue to grow as a family and create generational wealth. But yet, these guys were structured on promoting depth to the community. So when you find yourself in these situations like this, it's kind of hard for people who don't live this lifestyle to have any type of empathy or sympathy for you. I've been down that road. Wasn't with the situation with Gunner, saying that he didn't tell it, but the thing is, I was in that damn near in that identical situation that Young Thug and Gunner is in back in 2005. It was on a 20-some man indictment, but it was federal. And my co-defendant, I'm Young Thug. My co-defendant Gunner. My co-defendant took a plea, and his plea was contingent on basically on me taking a plea also. Because if I would have decided to go to trial, my co-defendant would have had to come and testify that when the same house they got raided, those drugs was mine also. If not, he would have took his plea back. People don't understand how the law works, and we shouldn't be breaking the law if we don't understand how the law works. Whether you voluntarily told it dry snitch, you put Young Thug in a position where he's basically boxed in. All those three people that took plea deals, and the lawyer of Gunner said, yeah, he would have to come and testify, but he gonna plead the fifth. But the fact is that y'all have already acknowledged that yes, YSL is a game. So man, we gotta be careful about what we attach ourselves to. I hope this be a lesson for all the young men. I hope this be a lesson for people that's talking about people's situation. Man, this was an educational moment for so many people right now. For us and seeing what's going on when you want to live that street life, because that street life ain't for everybody. As we see the jokers behind, within like 3 months, Young Thug was in there rapping positive music.
Real talk.
That's how it was a dirty jail cell, and you not getting a bail. You know what I'm saying? To make you start, man, I'm ready to do the right thing. You know what I'm
saying? After a week. Say, Vil. So that's what I want you to enlighten the people up with today, man. For the ones that don't know, Vil, he did some time in the feds, man. So he real knowledgeable about, and these cases are similar to the case that he went down for. So I know you was in that law library, bro. Tell him about that alpha plea, bro.
Well, with that alpha plea, all you doing is basically saying that you guilty and you admit to everything that they said that you did. And your plea, when you own a conspiracy or you got co-defendants, what you say can be held against them, those people that haven't played out. Yeah, you played out. Yeah, you didn't tell it on nobody, but you did. You admitted guilt. If all us on the same case, and say for me and QD riding in a car, if I say I plead guilty and say, no, the drugs ain't mine, but hell, if me and QD in the car, who drugs is it then? I'm basically saying they QD drugs without saying they QD drugs.
Exactly.
So, but with the lawyer talking about he didn't sign anything, plan on testifying.
And that's the thing that I'm trying to say. Like, everybody got some shit to say. Like, bro, this man, you seen what this man said in the courtroom. What more do y'all want? You know what I'm saying? Y'all making shit like y'all putting a gray area on this shit, man. This man just said that YSL is a gang and they need to be stopped. Like, he admitted to that shit. So how in the fuck is he not snitching? How the fuck you not telling? You know what I'm saying? But hey, man,
He made an open statement.
He made an open
They looking at
statement.
it ain't on paper. It don't matter. It's an open statement that was it's on court record saying that you said that YSL is a gang. That's all they needed. And that was their whole purpose of giving you that plea state. Well, we got it on record that he's saying YSL is a gang. And we're gonna see. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. If Young Thug call himself trying to go to trial, all this I'm gonna plead the fifth. When he come back, they're gonna put him in a trick bag where they can take his plea from him and give him some new charges. If he called himself that gonna plead the fifth and not work with them, these people are. You think these people went to law school and done? It's a strategy, and that's the whole thing to break everybody. When we first got indicted, we had they shipped us off to Texas County. And there was some dude that was already on another federal indictment from Denton. Yeah. They were from Denton, and dude and them had already been down there already a year, and he was breaking down how everything was gonna go. And he told him, he says, "Hey man, tell him, man, all this we ain't no snitching, and man, we real, man." He said, "Tell them, Bob, they gonna tell something." But I was like, yeah, they gonna tell something. And nigga was like, no, not me, nigga. I'm a real nigga, this, that, another. When that reality set in that you don't have, see, with feds, you get what you call the PR bond. You don't need money to bond out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
PR bond is a pre-release. You getting released under the guise that you're gonna do everything that they ask you to do and you're not a flight risk. I wasn't granted a PR bond. Nobody was granted a PR bond on our case except the people that had already been cooperating and working with the feds. Right. So everything them dudes from Denton told us gonna happen. There's no such thing as a real nigga. I'm gonna tell you who was real, and I gotta give credit to Charleston once again. Them all them biker gang guys that was down there in Waco had to shoot out with the police. Everybody shut their fucking mouth up, didn't take no pleas. It was like if one get 100 years, we all get 100 years. They shut the fuck up. You know what happened? Everybody went home.
That's because they all was on code. They all was on code, as you say.
Exactly. Niggas is not gangsters. And I love this, so we can start. We finna get rid of that. What's the word I'm looking for? That image of the street shit, because the street shit ain't about shit. QD, I tell you, this street shit ain't about shit. See, we was hustlers. I went to the Fed for not being on some gang shit. I went to the Fed because I was getting money.
Real talk.
Today, niggas is doing unnecessary shit. Young Thug, bro, you's a multi-millionaire. Why is you giving niggas guns, allegedly, giving niggas guns and help promoting death in your community? Man, God had blessed you. Man, you were put up in the heavens, and you came down into the slums to do nigga shit. And look at your results.
That's like we always say. They say, man, niggas want to prove to everybody that they real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, like we always say, man, when you get to a certain status in life, man, all that ghetto ass shit got to stay where it's at, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you a multi-millionaire. Like, do upper echelon shit. You feel me? I'm not gonna be caught down there fucking with them niggas in the hood. Man, say, look, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. For everybody that's on here watching and whatever, man, so I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If I ever get rich and I'm up there, you're not gonna see me in the hood doing no hood nigga shit. Only time you're gonna see me in that motherfucker is when I'm giving back to the hood. That's it. Man, I'm not gonna be around niggas, man. We not on the same level no more. Now, when I pick you up and get you on that level, we can kick it all motherfucking day. But why I'm gonna be around some motherfuckers that ain't on my level at all, and I'm a multi-millionaire, man. I'm bound to get into some bullshit and lose everything that I got. And man, Young Thug, bro, you the bag, man. It ain't no way the bag supposed to be in there or in that situation. It ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I can't just speak on this shit like that because I don't want that shit. Like I pray that he get out the situation. That's all I can say, man, because it seems like Thug gonna be the only one that's gonna be real about the whole situation, man. Because Man, they already done let out 4 of the members. 4 of the members already done got out.
And
And
it's
that's
a
not
shame,
including
bro.
Gunna.
Somebody that didn't even have to reach back. He could have became a successful rapper and said, fuck everybody. And this how the so-called gang but pay their loyalty to you. Copping pleas and looking out for themselves.
Man.
This man didn't have to put himself in this situation. Excuse me. This man
He
could
was bad.
have became a rapper and said, fuck y'all and fuck the hood. I'm just not gonna be a real nigga. It don't pay to be a real nigga today. It don't. And like you said, if you giving back, man, give back from a distance. Man, I'm not coming into the hood to do no nigga shit with y'all, man.
I ain't doing no nigga shit. I ain't
protect
gonna
the
be
bag. Nobody had common
Hey,
sense
man.
enough to protect the bag.
That supposed to be the first thing on the nigga mind, man. You're like, shit, nigga, everybody that was in that motherfucker, hey man, whatever happened, Thug didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, whatever going on, he didn't have nothing to do with it. I got that. Because he know, man, at the end of the day, he gonna take care of them niggas loyal. He gonna make sure they family straight. This man a multi-millionaire. That man had just bought 200 acres, bro. He was finna build him a whole town called Slimeville. You know what I'm saying? And they got him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he was finna put houses. He was finna build a whole community, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just had about 200 acres, bro.
Right.
So, you know, hey, man, that's how this shit go, man. That's how this shit
Corey,
go.
can I ask you a question? If Young Thug was your dude, what would you be advising him to do right now?
Man, to be honest with you, y'all, I haven't really even been following like what's going on with them because I'm like NBA YoungBoy. That ain't none of my business. Like it's the same old shit. Like at this point, all he could do is really just worry about himself because when you're in a situation like that, you can't focus on nobody else but you. So that's what I feel like. He definitely gotta be solely focused on himself because when shit like this hit the fan like this, it's too much. One is too much evidence, and we know when the feds get involved, they been doing their homework. So this ain't no alleged. The feds know for a fact of what's going on for real, especially when they get involved. So my guess, I would tell him if he was my dude, do what it is that you know that you need to do. And if it goes to the point to where you gotta do some time, you got, like I just said earlier, you gotta know that there's gonna be a consequence for your actions. We've been taught that since we was kids. All of us have. So you got to know if you're bad and bold enough to go out there and do it. You need to have that same energy when it's time for you to face this gangsta ass shit, which is they in the court. So at this point, the law, basically his life rests in the hands of the law. And nobody wants to be in a situation where that happens to them. But it's unfortunate that it did happen. At this time, he just needs to stick his chest up, chin out, all of this shit, and just go roll with the punches. Cause it ain't nothing he can do now. Cause he in the trenches now. He in it. Ain't shit he can do to get out. But the roll with it.
I could just imagine the conversation that the outsiders was having with Gunna before he made his decision. I'm pretty sure his girl was in his ear. I'm pretty sure his mama was in his ear, and his circle was all in his ear because you got to understand, he the bag on their end. You feel me? So they trying to get the bag up out that motherfucker. And then how the laws play, they play a dirty game. Shit, they got both them boys up in there. You know what I'm saying? They know that they the bag. So shit, man, that's gonna put more pressure on the people to influence them to make the decision the decision that they making. Shit, man, I know they gonna probably didn't want to fold on this boy, man. He probably didn't want to, but then he started to think about his family, and then his girl probably in his real man. Fuck them niggas, man. Shit, I need you out here. You got a son on the way. You know what I'm saying? His mama. Baby, I ain't got too much longer to live, man. I need you, man. I can't pay these bills by myself. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, man. They're gonna run that game on you, so that will put the pressure on you. So then at the end of the day, you ain't got no choice but to cop a plea. You know what I'm saying? You gonna talk.
That's exactly because there's no way that young Thug survived this going to trial. They've already showed that, man, we turned some of your closest associates against you. And they're not even, and see, and the thing about it, a lot of people don't understand how trials and investigations work. Motion discovery don't work. The U.S. or the U.S. attorney, there is the state, the district attorney doesn't have to turn over all the evidence until you decide that you're going to trial. Then they show you the rest of the evidence that they have. So Young Thug don't even know what all evidence that they still have on him that they haven't released. So at this point, Young Thug has to start basically get with his lawyer and ask the man, what's the least amount of time that you can get me by copping the plea? Because it's already been established that your associates, the people that you've taken care of, that they're willing to look out for themselves before looking out the interest of the group. It's every man for himself and God for us all at this point. So, man, all that real nigga shit, you gotta throw that shit out the window at this point. Because it's nobody. I want Young Thug to understand this right here. At this point, nobody will ever see you as not being a real nigga because you didn't fold first. Them niggas folded on you first. So at this point, you have to do what you have to do to save yourself. Because everybody's shown that they're not loyal. You can go down and play this real nigga shit if you want to, and them niggas gonna be at home. And bro, you're gonna be a rich ass nigga in a penitentiary doing 20 years. So man, look for a way to copy a plea. Rather, it may be 10 years. 10 years better than 20, 30 years if you get found
Hey,
guilty.
bro, 10 years sweet up in that bitch. 10 years sweet.
And then the
you
state, so
still
you're
got
not gonna
hope.
have to do 85% of the time like you would in the feds.
Yeah.
With the lawyer you got, you go down there and be
Boy,
a
go in there, hoe, do
might
7.5.
He might not even do that. He might with it being state and he got the money, he come up for parole.
Do 18 months.
Might do 2 years, and they give him time credit for already what he's been in there for, and come home. At the end of the day, all the DA want is a conviction. It's a victory for them.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna spend too much more time on this because, man, we can go into that.
Let's get to the letter, man. Let's get to the letter, man. Then we're gonna go on to the main topic.
Let's go.
Hey, D, man, you here?
Well, good evening.
Hey,
what it do, y'all?
What's going on, A Diesel?
How y'all doing?
All right.
Hey, man, you ready for the night?
Yeah, man, absolutely. You know I stay ready, man.
Hey, man, this is our first time doing the Ask the Player segment. You know what I'm saying? We already got some letters in. You know what I'm saying? We got some letters in for you to dissect. So, shit, let's get to it.
Right the road.
Just ask him. Just ask him. Just ask him. Just ask him. Ask the player. Just ask him. Just ask him. Ask the player.
I want to keep myself alone. I've been going through a dilemma for some time, and I don't know what to do. My husband for 11 years has been good to me.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I heard you got to turn it up, QD.
I can't got any time out of him for months, but he does make it up all the time. But I can't help him when I want him.
I don't hear nothing.
And recently, his brother is still on hard times and his wife is bound for divorce. I can't stand him. And my husband knows this because when we were dating in the past, his brother tried to have sex with me. So he could arrest my husband that I was no good for him and we wouldn't get married. Ain't that crazy? But anyway, his brother had to come back with us for a while, for a couple months, so he could get back on my husband, my age, and not there. Every day, I was walking around the house, no people in our house.
Okay. So what's going on in the letter? This lady is basically she's been married for 11 years, and her husband ain't been giving it. Her husband been working. You know what I'm saying? They've been busy at work, so they haven't been able to have any quality time. You know what I'm saying? But the husband is a good husband to her. His brother had fell on hard times to where him and his wife were going through a divorce. So his brother had to move into the house with them. The husband didn't tell the wife that the brother was moving in, you know what I'm saying, for the little time that he was down bad. So when he moved into their little outhouse in the back. And shit, the brother had already tried to talk to the girl before they got married. So as the brother is inside the house, you know what I'm saying, on hard times, she not liking him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She not liking the situation. So one day she working out or whatever, and she come downstairs after getting out the shower. When she come downstairs, she only got a towel on. The brother is in the house. One thing led to another. They ended up smashing, and they've been smashing ever since. So now the girl is pregnant. But she fucking the brother and her husband at the same time, so she don't know who the baby daddy is. And she don't want to kill the baby because her and her husband been trying to have a baby forever. So she like, man, she don't know what to do. And she asking us, she asking the player, she asking you, what should she do about the situation?
Run. Run.
Run like a
yeah. That sound like a good ass movie right there, like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker.
So you say that the brother had already tried to holler at her before?
Right. The brother
So
tried to holler at her before. Let me put the
So do
letter
the
up.
husband know? So do the husband know that his brother tried to holler at him?
Yeah, he know. In the letter, it showed that he know, but his whole thing was he was expecting for the girl to bite on the bait so he could show his brother that she's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't get married. You feel me?
Yeah. And, well, that's a cold one right there. That say, is she pregnant? That's some nervous shit. Just even thinking about something like that will make you nervous because you gotta look at it through your 3MWE because he working every day. You leaving your lonely wife at the house with a man. Is the brother working? Evidently he ain't working.
Never did. No. If he at the house when she at the house, or shit, he must work night shit. They at the house at the same time. But how the brother probably comfortable with the situation because he got that much trust with his brother, and then he supposed to be in the whole other side of the house. He supposed to be in the outhouse. I mean the pool house or whatever. So he don't even supposed to be in the main house. You feel me?
Yeah, but man, that's some cold shit. And to me, what I think she should do, I think she should tell the truth because it's gonna come out in the end. Because long as all three of them still stand up under the same roof, one day that game gonna come to an end. And then two, if okay, she passed the test on the smash test. But then at the end of the day, you don't know how she acting while you gone at work. Cause in order for her to be to be walking down the stairs with a towel on, knowing that the brother is there, man, that's enticing to any man right there. He automatically gonna think. And especially when if she already posted had passed the test that she was good enough for him, well that mean that she proved he proved his brother right that she wasn't good enough for him. Cause you know, 1 year, 11 years later, it don't matter. And you know, and if she's annoyed by, you know, a woman, if she's annoyed and ain't attracted to a man, she ain't gonna show no interest in nothing. See, a woman, she gonna walk around fully clothed. You understand me? She gonna stay on her husband nerves on, you know, I love you, brother, like you love your brother, but nigga, how long he got? You understand me? And shit, especially if he ain't working, shit, a woman ain't gonna want that nigga around anyway. It'll be a problem, and she damn sure ain't finna be walking around the house fresh out the shower with just a towel on, man. Just knowing the possibility that the man could be walking around at any time or any moment. Be
Corey
like
Love,
in
what
the
you feel on the woman's side?
I feel like this. I think that they already liked each other, and she just kind of like giving us half of the story. I think that they already had a liking for one another. I do feel like even though she was at home, she still is aware that there is company at their residence. So me personally, I'm not gonna be walking around with just a towel on, especially around somebody who I say that I don't like that. I'm not gonna be walking around my house like that, so that it won't be any uncertainties to come up. And this situation right here is definitely a sticky one, because now this young lady is pregnant and she doesn't know who the father is, and now she's also stating that she wants to keep the baby as well. I think she knows what she wants to do, because she's questioning herself a little. In my opinion, she's questioning herself a little bit too much. If you want to do something, that's one thing you're not going to question. You're just going to go ahead and just do it. So I do agree with AD. I do believe that she does need to go ahead and come clean, because we all seen it. What's done in the dark is going to come to the light.
I'm asking y'all a question. Who's the least?
Give me a moment. So you can't expect for a situation like this not to come to a head. Like, they have already smashed and have not stopped. So there's no respect. So she's basically showing she has no respect for her husband, let alone for herself, if she fucking her brother-in-law. Like, let's just keep it a bit.
I want to ask who the least trustworthy, because I keep on hearing us say her. But what about the brother?
One of them is, to be honest, because the brother is under his brother's roof fucking his wife. Why he at work making the money? Make that shit make sense. Neither one of them.
But okay, so the brother, hold on, let me pull this back up. The brother said that so she said that the brother was trying to do this shit once before. Who's to say that he ain't trying to do it still? Like, trying to prove a point still.
See, that's why I asked the question. Because that's what I was looking at the letter. That's why I asked the question. You know, when he tried that, you know, did she go back and tell her boyfriend, "Hey man, your brother just tried to fuck me," or did she keep her mouth closed?
That's why I wish she would have went in more detail on that, because we
See
don't
what
know.
I'm saying?
You know what
See,
I'm saying?
because if she kept that a secret, that means, you know, that, you know, in her mind, it's still a window of opportunity. Because if you're on boyfriend and girlfriend level and you don't make it to the marriage stage, you know, shit, hey, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You know,
But
living
like
in
how that letter looks, it looked like she pretty extra anyway. I'm pretty sure that she told him. You know what I'm saying? They like, if a female don't like if a female don't like a nigga or somebody that you around, man, they gonna voice that shit, bro. Like my wife, if she feel uncomfortable around a nigga, she gonna say it. Yeah, what would you say, Bill?
I'm gonna throw a wrench in the game, and it's to call you, because she on a later on the panel. All right, your brothers. I say your brother. your husband brother tried to holler at you, and you know how close your husband and your brother is, do you check your brother-in-law or do you tell your husband? But you know, if you tell your husband what his brother tried to do, it's gonna break his heart. It's gonna put a wedge between them two. Do you
And they
tell him?
close.
Do you tell him what his brother tried to do, or you just check the brother like, hey man, don't come to me like this, man. If I told your brother about what you did, man, that'll break his heart, and he won't fuck with you no more. What do you do as a woman, Corey?
I'm going to actually do both, Val. And the reason why is because if I am married, I am solely committed to my husband, which means there's not going to be anything that I'm going to withhold from my husband and vice versa. That's the first thing. I'm not withholding that type of information from my husband that can possibly come back and bite me in the tail. I don't want my husband to be blindsided, and I don't want to be blindsided. I don't give a damn if you think that it's going to hurt my feelings. I'd rather for you to be straight up. I don't give a damn how messy the situation is or the extent of it. Give me the opportunity to figure out if this is something that I want to deal with. Don't allow me to see the situation come out in a rinse and it's a hot ass mess, because we all know what happens when the rinse cycle happens. If you got paper, anything like that in your pockets, it's gonna be ripped to shreds. I don't want to be blindsided like that. Let me tell you what's going on. Like, period. I'm not gonna withhold it. A brother may be mad at me. My husband may be a little distraught. But one thing my husband not gonna be able to take away from me is that I didn't keep it 100 with him, and that I did come and tell him when it did happen. So
That's
yes,
Two
real
I
facts.
talk.
will. And
Rico,
I'm fuck out of the brother-in-law because he dead ass wrong. He know his position and he know my position, which is his sister-in-law, and he know that I'm married to his brother. So you already done crossed the line. You already crossed the line.
Yeah, but
hey,
she said,
Rico
yeah,
said,
but
man, she's supposed to do both. That's true. Yeah, that's what Corey said. Yeah, she's supposed to do
That's
both,
what
bro.
Corey said. He's supposed to do
Yeah,
both.
you
yeah,
supposed to do
but
both.
but
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
you know in the letter she said that this happened before they got married. You see what I mean? That's why I say, okay. You didn't say nothing, but now you seeing them coming to the house.
And you see
You
why
know,
I didn't say nothing, AD. I think that's what I'm saying. I think
yeah.
that that's
Now,
why they
now,
acting to each other.
yeah.
But
See,
but
now
but
that he in
look,
the
the
house,
husband.
you supposed to let your husband know the reason why. Hey, man, it's the real reason why I don't like your brother, man. Because before we got
Yeah,
married, this right here
yeah,
had happened. You see what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So therefore, you know, that was 11 years ago. You see what I mean?
Mm.
And now they give the brother a chance to make a decision. Do his brother stay there along with his wife?
Yeah,
You see what I
Yeah.
mean?
she had to, because it seemed like the brother was trying to sabotage what they had anyway. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
was hating, jealous in the
Yeah.
motherfucker.
and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
see,
but
this
then
this how the brother would try to spin it. So I was just trying to show you that bitch wasn't about shit, bro. You know what I'm
well, I can
saying?
Yeah.
understand that, but I done been married to 11 years. Ain't nothing you can tell me now. You know what I'm saying, me?
Real talk.
Ain't nothing you can
Real
tell
talk.
me. You know, and you know, I'm gonna respect my woman because she came at from a girlfriend point of perspective now to she coming to me as a wife perspective now. You see what I
Right.
mean? Because the
First,
girlfriend
first
perspective,
off,
you know, you can easily get rid of them. But your wife, y'all done bonded and created something now. So you know, and if that's making your wife uncomfortable in the council, you know, a man gonna make that decision like. Well, shit, man, the queen done said it, so man, I
yeah,
love
bro.
you, bro. I help you buy a room and do all this
Yeah,
right here, man, because shit, I didn't know, man, back in the days, I ain't mad about it, but you
Right.
can't stay here. But now
Right.
she don't say
yeah.
nothing like that though, and now he here. Now that's a different program now. You
Let's
see
get to the
what I
meat and
mean?
potatoes. I mean, if you felt like you loved your husband, how did you end up doggy style?
It my point exactly. That mean you wanted that.
Bro,
Yeah, cause for
same.
one, he say he been gone.
Other y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, they had to have a liking to one another before they took it to this level. They had to, cause for her, like, obviously she didn't tell her husband what was going on, and
What made her comfortable enough to walk around in a towel?
Exactly.
Not knowing. Hold on. She said in the letter she didn't know that the dude was. He don't supposed to be in the house because he got his own separate shit.
Man, she was
He don't
walking around
supposed.
in booty
That's a
shorts and
motherfucker.
everything
That's a
before
motherfucker
then.
want to take accountability right there, man.
We
We
don't
just talked about taking accountability, man. We just talked about this shit, man.
We
don't
just
know
talking about this shit.
in the outhouse. First of all, we don't know what all he has access to where he is. If he has to come in the house to use the bathroom, but yet and still, even if he did, she knows that they have company at their home. So
be riding for
She's
these
still
other
keeping that secret.
They be riding for each other. You don't know if he had that.
Oh, nigga, that ain't my nigga. Like, I'm not about to do that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, she's still keeping a secret that's making her uncomfortable in her own house, where she say in the letter, but she comfortable enough to walk around in a towel.
Yeah. Hey, so Rico said it don't matter. I'm supposed to be able to trust my woman over anybody else. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Rico.
That's true. But see, what he shouldn't have never did, he shouldn't have never invited him into the house. He should have got him a room or got him an apartment and shit. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like they got a little money. You know what I'm saying? So get him a little apartment and shit. He should have consulted with his wife before he made this shit.
You got an outhouse. That is like an apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now that you looking at it as your brother, man, my brother know I love my wife or whatever. He the only one that's in the blind. Both of them know about this little tag game that's been going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The chemistry had to build up from somewhere. Cause how you go from not liking them to, like you say, you nigga walking around with a towel and then y'all fucking.
Shit, that nigga, look, bro, that nigga probably remind her a little bit of her husband. You know what I'm saying? And then the husband always gone. You know what I'm saying? And there it go.
And then he going through a divorce.
Some he doing, you know what I'm saying, reminding her of the husband, bro. And that's how it transpires. Shit like that can happen, bro. I done seen it. You hear me?
And that's why you can't invite people to come to your house.
But your own blood. Your
Like,
own blood. I mean, like right now, man, if my brother, look, let's talk real talk. Right now, 80 is my blood brother. There's absolutely no way I could tell my brother he can't spend the night at my house.
we not talking about spending, talking about.
I'm just saying he going through a hard time.
But living spend the night is two different things.
Well, you right.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah.
But I done been offered that opportunity though by my brother though, and you know that's something you never have to worry about. You know, shit. Yeah, cause shit, I'm up in the morning with him anyway. I ain't around the house until everybody.
Real talk, nigga. I'm gone.
I got to realize that's how the brother that's in the blind, the husband looking at it. This is my brother. He would never do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, shit, ain't no way in hell. I got.
But that's where she go wrong at though. She supposed to let him know that he, you know, this why she uncomfortable with him in there. Cause you know, us as men, we gonna be like, man, stop tripping. You know what I mean? Shit, you just gotta wear your clothes for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, man. And you know, that's why we'll stay in the blind and the whole time. She like, man, you don't even know your brother done tried to smash me and everything. Well, shit, if I known it, would say maybe I'll make a wiser decision. You know what I mean?
Hey,
so in the letter state that she said that her husband didn't even talk to her about letting the brother stay. He just made the decision.
That's
what we do with brothers, though.
You cannot make.
Hey, bro, like I made a decision like that one time, bro, and my wife was mad. She was probably still mad that I did that shit to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I made a decision like that before, bro. And that's when we first got together, you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'll never do no shit like that again because she was so pissed off about that shit. She ended up putting my bro out. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't, like, you ain't talk to me about this shit, bro. Like, why the fuck? I don't even feel comfortable in my house. It ain't like I got nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be comfortable in my own house. And you ain't even give me that, you didn't give me that respect to even ask me, can he stay over for the little amount of time, bro? So I had to learn this shit the hard way.
What did we learn from this? What did we learn from this, y'all?
gotta know that it ain't no I. You know, marriage is a we. So
No,
he definitely have spoken to her in regards to that. I think both of them are at fault in some shape, form, or fashion in this situation. But ultimately, Miss Ma'am needs to go on and come clean with it because her conscience gonna eat her ass up because
Come
it's one
clean with it, Anonymous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
Come
you
on,
you
come clean
you
with it.
watching the show, you tuning in. Man, you in a sticky situation. I think it's gonna be very unfortunate for that child, especially if your husband is not the real father, and it's
That's
gonna
the
be very
fucked up
unfortunate.
part.
Yeah, and you to have that man thinking the whole time, that that is his seed. True enough, it's of his bloodline, but it's not his seed. And man, that's heartless, man. For your own just to be able to keep a secret and cover your ass, you would deprive your husband of knowing if the seed is actually his. I think what's gonna happen next, the brother and her going to go get a DNA test, and
yeah,
man,
Yeah.
if she
Yeah.
escaped this, it'll never come out.
yeah.
But this the thing. Will they stop
That's the
fucking?
better way. Yeah. Stop fucking on that dude, man.
Will they stop fucking?
well,
If she dodged a bullet, will she stop fucking the brother?
they
Jay,
haven't stopped. They haven't stopped. That's the whole point. They have started, and she said they have been non-stop.
and they
That's
still
cold.
under the same roof.
That's cold.
Yeah,
So
That's
that's why I'm
cold.
saying the disrespect on both parties ends is well too high. Like either she either need to just go on and just be with the brother. True enough, her husband probably gonna be beyond pissed, which he'll have every
Say,
right to be.
hey,
Man,
Anonymous, on some player shit. If you want to get away with this shit, this is the best way you do it. Look, we're gonna give you two options. This the bad girl option. You and the brother, y'all come up with a little old plan on where get the blood test. If the blood test come back that is your husband, baby, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? You bit the bullet, hey, leave it alone. But on the other end, if you want to do it the right way, tell your husband what's going on. Him and his brother might not be cool no more, and you might get put out that house. But you
Ain't
got
no
those
might.
two options.
ID.
What you
Look
say,
here,
player?
Pastor Will. Close us out with this, man. We go before we go into the main topic tonight. The advice that you want to give to Miss Anonymous, and
Well,
probably the brother-in-law might be listening too. I don't know, but
Hey,
man,
man.
do you?
well, the brother-in-law and both of them listening, man, and y'all need to counsel that and pray that the husband has been blessed with the child, and brother-in-law, you need to be moving out. Well, why you got a chance to, and so you can keep it clean and Miss Anonymous, if you want to move on with your life and have cause from the way you described your husband and shit, it sound like you got everything you need and some. So
Real
if you
talk.
want to ruin that for yourself, keep doing what you're doing. But other than that, one of these days you're gonna have to come clean. You know, either and that's gonna be a self-conscious thing that you're gonna have to do, whether you take it to your grave or not. You're gonna have to come clean with yourself, and
And that.
we're gonna pray for you that the situation go your way. And
Hey,
shit.
and there it is, man. There your answers. Hey, man, get with us next week, man. We got another letter that will come up. If y'all got anything that y'all want to bring to if y'all got any letters that y'all want to, send to us, send it to the Lounge DFW and the number 4 at gmail.com, man. We will read your letter, man, and we will dissect that motherfucker. We'll tell you your options on what you can do on Ask a Player.
Just ask him. Just ask him. Just ask him. Just ask him. Ask the player. Just ask him. Just.
And for tonight's topic, the main event,
Man.
Can you give it to us, QD?
So tonight, man, we gonna tackle the subject on what a black man holding in. And what we mean about that is us. Well, let's say us as men. Period, man. We have it hard of how we express our emotional side. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, it's causing a lot of mental illness and suicide, man. We just lost a great guy from what I understand, man, by the name of Twitch, man. He was Ellen DeGeneres DJ. And looks like, man, this guy was a happy dude, man. He always looked like he had a smile on his face. But the the question is, why did he commit suicide? That's what everybody wants to know. That's the question of the night. You know what I'm saying? And basically, us as men, man, a lot of people, we understand, man, because it'd be a lot on our minds at times, man, to where we got to deal with the world by itself, man, to where shit, sometimes, man, we'll be like, man, I want to give up. You know, some of us make it, some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I think all men have been through a situation where they just want to be like, man, fuck all this shit. But it's then, it's the ones that, just leave that shit alone, man, and get back to the grind. But that's what we talking about tonight, man. Let me get this band up so we can keep this going so y'all can see
and
what's
we
going
going
on.
QD. I want to ask the question.
Yeah, we ready.
Because when we ask that question, what are black men holding in? Do you think us as men should be able to tap into our emotional side and not be judged for it?
Man, you know what, man?
Yeah,
we should be able to, but you got to understand, man. You got a majority of men, period, that don't even know how to tap into that emotional side. Because us as men, when we growing up, man, we don't get to tap into that because we got to be super tough. You know what I'm saying? The little boy can't fall and scrape his knee and motherfucker start crying. And we gonna tell our little boy, say, man, quit all that goddamn crying, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Dust yourself out, pick it up, and get back out there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna always say that. So with a man, as he grows older, that's all he knows is either you happy or you mad. It's no sad part. It's no emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's only the two. You either mad or you happy. You either angry or you happy. One of the two. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
so
I even expressed that with Corey. When Corey was saying, Master P should be contacting this baby, and I just instantly jumped on saying, man, fuck that nigga 30 years old, man.
Exactly.
So I was backstage listening hard in the bitch. I was like, damn.
And it's hard,
yeah.
It's hard. It's hard for us to let go and to show that emotional side, because that emotional side displays weakness in the manosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, man, we taught to suck it up. Stop crying. Nigga, what you whining about? Stick your chest up. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. So, is that something that's going to be our detriment? At the end of the day, keeping all this stuff bottled up and doing what we call man stuff and manning up.
Mm-hmm. But Rico said, man, we can have some emotions, but we can't be controlled by them. Discipline over emotion. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. That's
words of wisdom. That's real talk. I like that right there. We can have some emotions, but we can't be controlled by them. That's real. And that's the balancing act right there. That's what a lot of us haven't figured out the trick to be able to do. It's either a man either too emotional or he too emotionalist. And being emotionalist can lead down this road. A motherfucker being too emotional off as a beta male. So as men, we have to learn to find that balance. How do we find that balance? Let's get into it.
Yeah. AD, what you had to say, AD?
When it comes down to, I feel like a man should be able to express his emotions, but it should be amongst other men, you know what I mean, of the same character and going the same way. And You know, really what we call venting. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when we going, but the emotions come on different levels. Let's get at that though first, because you can be the feminine emotional or the man. I'm just tired, man. Goddamn, man. Shit, man. Well, what am I to do now, man? I done everything in my wisdom and everything, and I need some. I need some advice, man. This shit, that type of emotion where it ain't whining when it's coming to asking for another wise man, but it could be whining coming from a female end. You see what I mean? And to us, it can be a reach out for shit, man. Help me, pull me to the next level type of emotion. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I say, yeah, we should be able to express our emotions because it's not a I'm complaining, I'm not satisfied. I'm the Romeo spoiled type of emotion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by the levels of emotion.
Yeah,
Can I ask?
I can say this, man. I can say this, man. Us as men, we got to start being comfortable in accepting our fellow men to vent to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I come into contact with men that's always like, you know what I'm saying? Man, some of my partners, they done game at me on some emotional shit, you know what I'm saying, behind a broad or something. And then I be like, man, and crying and shit. Like, man, write that bullshit off your motherfucker. Like, man, quit all that goddamn crying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being hard on them too. You know what I'm saying? So then that's just pushing niggas away. Like, they don't know who to vent to. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody hard. Because that's how we was raised. That's how we were grown up. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta, as men, we gotta be able to accept somebody when they emotional, bro, to prevent them going to the level of what Twitch went, man.
Let's keep it real. A lot of us don't show emotional because we look at that as a sign of weakness. And
Right.
first lady, I want to ask you a question. What do you respect more out of a man? A man that's too emotional, or a man that's emotionless? I mean, how do you feel about that? What's more? Let me see. More of a turn off. A man that's more too emotional or too emotionless.
I think the turn off for me would be a man that's an emotionalist. I do feel like we all are humans at the end of the day. We all sleep, shit, eat, breathe every single day. So I don't feel that you guys should be exempt from being able to show you all's emotions. In fact, I actually prefer for my man to show emotion because that one lets me know that you real, in my
Say,
opinion.
but look,
Like he had said, you guys are brought up to basically to not show any signs of weakness. And you guys, at the end of the day, you guys are still humans. You still have a heart. So therefore, I don't understand why society has like basically put this jacket on y'all back as though y'all aren't able to be, emotional. You know what I'm saying? I
hey,
don't think it's a female trait at all. I just wish that you guys would tap into it a little bit more than what you do because being emotionalist definitely can put a damper on your relationship, marriage, what have you. So I think this is something that you guys, I feel like y'all should tap into a little bit more if you haven't already. So
let me ask you this, Corey. Let me ask you this though. So
mhm.
if you got a dude that's emotional, every time something ain't going his way, every time he in his feelings all the time. This nigga cry 3 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? He show his emotions at all times. So you saying that you rather that?
You know what?
I did.
I might be laughing, but I'm serious. I'd rather for my dude because women, we may be like that. We a piece of
Y'all
work.
can do that.
I will be the first to tell you. So again, as I just stated, that doesn't exempt you men from being able to be emotional. I don't care if my
Right.
nigga cry 3 times a week. I don't like, let's just say if this a brand new relationship. and I don't know I don't know the extent of my man's background.
Sis, Courtney, now you know you gonna be hitting me like, bro, this nigga cried 3 times out the week, bro. I can't do this.
No,
it sound good. It sound good, don't it?
Yeah.
Bro, don't
I
put
can't
me
do this shit.
in
Yeah.
shit like that. I'm not gonna call you a bro. He over here crying again.
I can hear it now, like, bro. This how she gonna say it, bro. This nigga just came over crying again. Damn.
Like,
just crazy though.
And look,
and
you got you gotta understand, man. A black woman, 70% of y'all, man, y'all hardcore, man. You know, y'all mama was kind of hardcore. Like 70% of y'all like, man, y'all don't want that bullshit. Man, like, nigga, what you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit is not. That's a no in our race. It's kind of like a no when it comes to the man, because we got to be the stronger one in the household. The black woman already by herself had to hold it down. So when she finds a man that is equivalent to her, she wants him to be the stronger one out of the two. You can't be showing too much emotion at all times when you in a predicament like that. You feel me? Because you can lose. Like, you nigga, that black woman, nigga, this nigga is weak than a motherfucker. This nigga crying 3 days out the week. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what I think hurt us the most?
Bro,
Some niggas got dropped off at the house in the Uber.
About it, because like I said, we all have to find a way to be able to get, like you like Lavelle and AD was saying, like, you guys need to have a space where you can vent, and it needs to be a no zone. Like, you guys are so equipped with this, we can't show any signs of weakness. You guys need to have a space where you can let your guards down, where you can be comfortable, because you guys, as black men, you guys deal with a lot. You guys, and then you have to find that balance. And I feel like maybe that's what happened with Twitch. It was just there wasn't a balance. Maybe he didn't have a space to really vent. You know what I'm saying? Because just because he looked like, you know, he was living the life doesn't mean that he mentally was there. Clearly. So that's why I say that you guys definitely need a space. It's not always about you guys being so tough. It is okay to shed some of those layers back sometimes and be authentic.
I just feel like overall, us that call ourselves men, alpha men, I ain't talking about beta men. I'm talking about alpha men. Beta men feel comfortable expressing their emotions and all that shit. I feel like us as alpha men, we worried about being judged, asking for help. We always had this thing that we have to figure it out on our own. Even my brother, I hope my brother don't mind me telling this business a little bit. My brother has some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? My brother rather figure out where the fuck he gonna stay than come over to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, I can't come over. That's pride. You know what I'm saying? As man, I gotta figure this shit out on my own. If I don't figure this shit out on my own, man, I'm not that nigga that I profess to be. That's what a lot of us that's used to doing it on our own, man, of have to actually submit and ask for fucking help. You know what I'm saying? We'll go through hell before we ask for help or let a person know what's the real going on. I done had cases where niggas done fell off hustling. A nigga rather go way over on the other side of town and scope for somebody else, so I won't know where he's. But I'm supposed to be your partner.
Real tough.
I'm supposed to be your partner. This nigga ain't gonna give you no deal.
Right.
But your pride, this image that you got to keep up and portray, man, I'm that nigga. And I think, man, that's what's killing us, dog. That Alpha male can be your detriment also, man.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. Rico said, man, I feel like we're taught to be tough as a youth to keep from being punked and taken advantage of. That's true. Hey, Rico, hit the link, man. Hit the link if you want to join the panel. I'm putting the link in now. Anybody in the chat, man, y'all want to join the panel, man, hit the link.
You're getting some good game, man.
Hey, Rico also said, man, he said the first lady seemed like she tougher than us.
He said what?
He said he seemed like the first lady more tough than anybody on the panel.
Oh Lord.
Hey, I got a question though. Did
Yeah.
did Twitch kill himself, or did somebody kill him and made it look like he killed himself?
Nah,
That's
he
the
killed
question.
himself.
Hey,
He
you
killed
sure?
himself.
Was suicide. TMZ reported it was suicide, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. I know what the reports is. You know, people report all type of things, but you know, like I say, I'm a WM3E type of person, man. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
four different ways to look at a W, you know.
Right.
And it just hit my mind because everybody's so caught up on the suicide, and you know. And if I'm good at what I do, and shit, I can make it look like what I want it to look like too.
Yeah. Miss Misha, what's going on?
Good
Hey
evening.
y'all, I'm gonna play with y'all, but I gotta get up early. But I wanted
All
to say something on this.
right. What's up?
How are
Hey
you?
y'all, I'm good. How y'all doing?
We going
Hey, we
good,
doing
girl.
good.
Good.
To this
You see what the
conversation.
topic is tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
What you
It's
think?
not to one is not to be taken lightly. Y'all know what
Right.
I do, so on the tail end of people, I'll say unaliving
Yeah.
themselves. It's not isolated to a specific group of people. It's not isolated to white males or young males. I see
Right.
people from 17 to probably 75, black, white, Hispanic, everybody unaliving themselves. So it's something to take
Right.
very seriously because people need help. So like people don't really take care of their mental health, and not just men, women too. People
Right.
need to go out and seek professional help if you don't have somebody to talk to, you know. So like I'm a firm
Yeah.
believer that everybody should have at least a friend that you know what I'm saying, that you can talk to. And if you don't, then don't feel shamed in going to take care of your mental health. And because
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of families will come and say, you know, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. But some people, it's not just, you know, them trying to unalive it. Some people actually have mental health problems that they never got resolved. And I
Yep.
think
That's true.
minorities, black and Hispanic families, yeah, we really have that bad of not seeking mental health care for our kids. We think it's something wrong, or our kids got ADHD, and and it's something wrong. It's something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Um, I've seen a few, man. Our young community is doing this more and more every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fearing for that. I'm trying to see where is this, like, y'all let me know, where do y'all think this is stemming from? You know what I'm saying? Because you know, back in the day, we didn't have as much of suicide going on our side of the. Hey man, it wasn't
we
going
didn't,
on our side.
we didn't, but you know what? We let social media and TVs and
Right.
stuff like that raise our kids, and kids don't have an emotional connection to anything because they think likes and everything is everything. So you
Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
get like young people that are doing that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no
Yeah.
emotional connection. Hell, they don't even know how to hold a conversation outside of, you know what I'm saying, send a text, or you know what I'm saying, abbreviations and stuff. So
Right.
the kids, like, they don't have no emotional connection. We disconnected with our kids. We either, and I'm guilty of it because I stay busy a lot, but I take
Me
my
too.
kids' mental health seriously. So I let them know, hey, if you feel like you can't come talk to me, or somebody close to you, or somebody close to me, then we're gonna seek some outside help for you. Cause I'm busy. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a single mom, so to me that's important. But we can't let like social media and everything else raise our kids, because these kids be going crazy. Just like bullying, we didn't give a care about no bullying. My parents taught
Real
me the
talk.
best way to beat a bully was to beat a bully. But
Yeah.
these kids
Real
now, they
talk.
got a whole bully campaign. They don't know how to handle problems. They don't know how to handle anything. And then we don't have a village concept anymore either. So anytime our kids have a conflict, we come and take over and not allow them to have conflict resolution. So they don't know how to
Right.
handle things. They don't know how to emotionally handle things. They don't know how to take care of things. Not all of them, but some of them. We let, you know what I'm saying, media raise our kids.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the big problem right
Yep.
there.
I
That's the
definitely.
biggest problem.
Because that's what we seeing today is more young teens, young adults committing suicide, and just think about it, we've created a new realm or avenue to create suicidal thoughts in that social media. Think about how many people would still be here if social media would never been an avenue
Right.
that was used to make a person feel, make a person's self-esteem feel low.
Right.
And you're absolutely right on that, Mitch. Uh, we're not tapping in. We're so consumed of taking care of the household
Mhm.
and all this stuff. We're not taking out the time to see what's going on with the mental health of our children, but particularly boys. Girls are more open about what's going on. Boys, a boy can be getting bullied, and he feel like he can't tell his mom, tell his dad, because all they're gonna do is tell him you better fight back. He might not
Yeah.
be a fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and now he's stuck with this, man, I'm dealing with this person or these persons bullying me, and he feel like he feel like he doesn't have anyone to turn to. So you dead on spot with that. But as a people, why overall, I'm even we this subject is about men, but overall, we could talk about black people in general, you know, as in holding things in, all the way to women with the molestation thing, being molested by their uncles or whatever. We've been taught to believe and that, hey, just act like it didn't happen and go on. What don't break you make you stronger. That's not the truth, you know.
Right.
At some point you do break, because it's only so much anyone can take as a human being, and we get these mental breakdowns, and we go into a place in space that we never return from.
Right.
So
It just sounds like, Vel, that well, not only our people, but just men in general haven't really had that space to be able to just let it all out. You know what I mean? And the kids, they really don't really have a space either to just let it all out, because what type of household are these children in? One, like, we got to think about that. Like, what's going on in their house? Do the parents even check up on their mental? Like, for instance, like QD and Vel, like, do you all, like, check on your wives, or do you vice versa? Do your wives check in on you guys with your
Yeah.
mental? Cause like that to me is a real big thing right now. Like I said, I feel like our men, you guys carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, especially black men. You guys deal
True.
with a whole lot, and I feel like if you guys were able to create a space or have a space to where you all will be able to, just let it go, because you guys need it. I think that numbers, we'll see a decrease in the numbers of suicide, and more an increase in numbers as far as us being able to go to seek professional help. I do think that also our race has also been conditioned not to go to professional or seek professional help, and I never understood that stigma that we have on, us. Like, why is it that we are groomed and taught that, this is a bad thing? No, this is not a bad thing. This is an actual real live profession. There are people out there in the world that do this, that really break down, your mental state. And I do think that more men in general do need to tap into seeking professional help.
well, this
Hey,
thing was
you know what?
Yeah,
It,
Adrian.
it's all structured though, because everybody is right from every angle that has been spoken. But if you just think about it, that the average household, well, even with two parents in there, they both working. Ain't no telling what they schedule. Their schedule's probably clashing. When one getting off, the other one's going into work, and then they tired, and that's where we got in the motion of letting this internet raise our kids, because shit, in order to survive, you at least got to have two and a half incomes, or two incomes and a side hustle. So we staying busy to where we is missing out on our kids' life, to where they been being raised up by the internet, and then that's where our parenting come in out balance, because when we do have the time, shit, half of the time you tired, or you gotta pick up for something that you intended to do or needed to do, and there go the day, cause time flies, and and as a man, after trying to do it out, especially when you're trying to be Superman and you know, be a man, because we just can't say men because we got niggas trying to be men too these days. But being a man, it's a lot of weight, man, because of social media, and enough is not enough no more. You know what I mean? Blessings are miscalculated and over consumed. You know what I mean? And and that become a lot of pressure. You know, especially if you're trying to keep up.
I think overall, I think black men are broken. What I mean by that is, and this is not something that happened overnight. This is something that of decades. We go back almost 50 years when black women will receive government benefits and the black man couldn't be in a household. That made a man feel some type of way knowing that he wasn't able to provide for his family. And the woman to be able to get those resources because he couldn't provide, he had to leave the home. And that strain and that stress on the man, like, damn, man, I'm not even man enough to make sure that my family has a roof over their head or have some food to put in their mouth. So I got to just exit the picture so she can be able to get these government resources. And over time, I think that gap that we went through and that era that we went through for us and where I began to break down the structure of the two-parent home and with the man being in the house and being the breadwinner and all that, when that structure got broke down, that just transitioned all the way over into we having a single parent home. We became used to seeing one parent in the home, and where we at the point where 70% of the households are headed by one parent. And so a man like, man, what is my point? What is my use? I feel useless. I feel undervalued. So that confidence of a man over time, over the decades, has been broken down where he feel like he's worthless, and that thing spreads and to the youth. What do we have young boys today? They praise their mom and say fuck their daddy. You know what I'm saying? Without knowing and understanding what happened, what was this breakdown coming from? You know, so man, and we got that breed they coming up and saying, man, I don't need no dad. I had homeboys that never met their father before, ever.
Right.
So
True.
they don't even understand the construct of what it means to be a man. Everything they understand about being a man comes from a woman. And with a woman, what did you naturally get from a woman? Emotional side of the game. So he don't understand that, hey man, I'm too emotional. But in the event of trying to be a man, because he's never had a real man, you start doing stuff that has nothing to be a man. That's why I asked the question: are we as men able to be emotional? Are we allowed to be emotional? Because we thought what being a man is that we can't complain, we can't be emotional. If you're emotional, you're acting like a girl. So we suppress all this stuff in, and it's what brings us to the point where we at today.
Yeah.
Now,
So
feel that you guys need to have a space to where you can release, or otherwise, because you know it's just like you guys are it's pretty much like a volcano. If you keep packing and packing and packing and packing and packing, at some point it's going to erupt, and that's the point
right.
that you guys don't want to get to, is eruption. You want to get a handle on it before you get there. So that's why I keep stating that it is very imperative that you guys do have a safe
Yeah.
and those feelings flow, because we need you guys. We don't want to break you out. And I hate that Twitch, felt like that was the only option. Like that really bothered me when I read about that over the weekend. It really made me feel some type of way, because
Yeah.
I feel like a little bit more that the people maybe around him should have probably been paying attention, because I feel like signs are there, and maybe the people around him just weren't picking up on them, or maybe they weren't as in tune. Maybe he was just so good at, putting on this facade that everything was okay, but in fact, in
Hey,
actuality,
he
it wasn't.
say he was, man. Hey, everything. I went back and researched old boy before we before we got the content for the show. I went back and researched him, man. He was happy like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you seen him, he was smiling, dancing. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So Man, I'm pretty sure he had it down. The perception.
Perception.
The perception. Hey, what was the old girl name that just committed suicide that worked for E.T.? Well, Entertainment Tonight.
I'm talking about the one that I had sent you. Was that Lopez?
Yeah.
Miss
Nah,
Lopez.
she was black. She was Hispanic.
No, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull. Let me get my laptop.
Kelly says, while you getting that together, Kelly said, men can be emotional, but they can't think of it as being feminine, and women can't break them down because they get emotional. And that's the thing. You do have some women that do use that against a man. Oh, weak ass nigga, this, that, and blah.
Punk ass.
Yeah. So that's more of an abusive situation that you in when a woman make you feel guilty about expressing how you feel about something. That's somebody that you need to most definitely get away from. If you have any type, whether that's a man or a woman, anybody that make you feel like when you express yourself to them, they make you feel lesser because you try to express what you feeling. That's somebody that's not a rider for you. That's somebody that's looking down on you. I think as men though, we have to come to this conclusion where, man, it's all right for us to be, because I always taught men act out of logic, not emotion. And that's a detriment to my behalf, because I always stress that. But I don't realize, but as we having this conversation, I realize how much more of a balance that we need to have, and not be so much of this way and that way. It has to be right there, but we also we need those women to also make us know that it's all right. Also,
let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this though, because you did some time too. Now when we were down there, we only had 2 emotions. You feel me? And from the time that we done did, man, that shit that gets all the way out of our system. You know what I'm saying? When we come back home, it's hard to acquire that back into, like, when you ain't did it and something. Man, I can't remember the last time that I just really shed the tear on some emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've conditioned myself to alleviate that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, some things that like when my little girls, they get me emotional. My grandkids and shit. Now I done channeled it. I done channeled it again. You know what I'm saying? But they've been gone for so long. You feel me? And I feel like there's a lot of men that go through that. So what ways that we can tell men on how to channel that emotion back? Because a lot of men, they still on 2 emotions, bro. It's on the happy, and when the other shit go down, it's happy or mad. You feel me? A lot of men don't have that.
The first thing we have to do is acknowledge that you're emotionless. 2, we have to kill that stigma that make us weak by showing emotion. Man, I don't watch the man. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a true story right quick, man. I forgot what movie it was. I was watching the movie. Look,
real quick before you go down into there. QD, the correspondent's name, I'm sorry, was Chelsea Christ.
Chelsea Christ, yeah. Chelsea Christ was Rico said he thinks she was taken out. Oh man, I got it. Yeah, we got to dig into that. Yeah, Corey, send me that info to my inbox so I can read that. Yeah, we got to find out. I ain't heard nothing else about it. You know what I'm saying? All I know is, I ain't heard nothing else about it. I'll look it up and we'll put it in the page on the detail. I don't know what happened. All I know is she committed suicide. She was the same as what we talking about now. You know what I'm saying? She was a happy-go-lucky from what the perception. She was happy.
Look, man, I lost one of my closest friends. Y'all probably know him. Y'all went to San Pancho, running care. Pancho. Before Pancho committed suicide, it was a murder suicide. He killed himself and he killed his wife.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you how we're so out of tune with each other when it comes to dealing with emotions. I didn't see the signs that he was suicidal. This man talked to me 8 hours on the fucking phone. Never dawned in my mind that he was crying out for help. 8 hours. He was just venting, talking. And I thought we ended the conversation on a good note because he was like, man, I know you trying to get your CDLs. Because Puncho committed suicide a month after I came home from federal prison. And we talked on the phone. He like, man, I know you're trying to get your CDLs. What I got to do? And I'm talking to him and telling him what all he got to do to get his CDLs and blah, 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 blah. And the whole time, I never knew that he was using me as counsel to vent and get all his frustrations out. This man spent 8 hours on the phone with me. And I guess I feel like I let him down because I wasn't able to see that. And a day later, he committed suicide.
Man,
I was like, man, damn, bro, sit on the phone with me, talk for 8 hours. And when he came over to my house, his wife stayed over there to the house. He dropped off. And he said, bro, I didn't want to come in because I didn't want to bring that negative energy into your house and all this, that, and other. And his wife was over there venting to my wife and this, all this right here. And we didn't see the signs, man. And I don't want that to ever happen again, that we're so caught up that we have to be men of logic and we can't express emotions. You have someone that's close to you crying out for help and you don't even see those signs.
Real talk.
And I don't. That's one of the things that play over in my mind every time I think about him. But as men, like, I'm gonna tell you a quick story because I'm gonna give a flow to everybody. Y'all know I can go on and talk.
Nah, keep going, bro. Keep going. We need the tone.
As me, man, I watched the movie. Look, I was in the feds, man. We was watching the movie, man, and it was a part in the movie. It was good, man. A tear came down my eyes. In the goddamn movie, I had to look around to see who watched shed a goddamn tear. And it's crazy that we have to bottle our emotions up because it's displayed as a sign of weakness. And man, we got to get past that. I think we
got to, bro.
But we'll have to change that stigma and let that become as a sign of strength whenever you're able to show your emotions and still be yourself. That's what we got to do as men is change that stigma and be okay with it. Hey, man, I showed some emotions. Yeah, I did.
Anything?
Anything else? Yeah, I remember when we were little, man. Cause man, this type of emotionalness can be inbred into you, man. Cause just listening, man, made me think about, man, when we were little, man, one family union, man. My great uncles, they were so big on no emotion. You never knew if they were happy, sad, or nothing. They just kept a straight face and they kept a pocket knife. You know what I mean? But this particular family union, man, we out there in Houston in the woods, man. So they take all the boys to this tree. And my uncle Mac, let him rest in peace. Man, he pulled out his knife and his gun. He known for having, and he just told us straight up, man, and one of y'all decide y'all want to be gay, I'm gonna hang your ass right here and I'm gonna kill you myself. You know, this type of shit that he told us. So then one time we out in the backyard, they like to hunt. They bring a deer. The same pocket knife that he always tell us he'll skin us with. After hanging that bee, he took that motherfucker, he took it down, he just down the middle and the guts and shit started coming out, and he started with this same pocket knife, man. And he skinned that motherfucker, man, and it was right then and there. It was just built into us. Say, man, you gotta be a man, man. Ain't none of that crime, cause you break your arm, they're gonna snap it back in place, put a band-aid on it, and go back outside and play. But you know, I had to learn how to gain some emotion, and that shit still feel funny than a motherfucker, man. And I had to gain that with my daughter. You know what I mean? Learning how to Google Gaga and shit. We were taught you don't even kiss as men. You don't kiss your babies. You know what I mean? You kiss them on the cheek. Ain't no mouth kissing, especially the boys. You know, and that right there can hold a lot of pressure on the man growing up too, because if you ain't never taught emotions, how do you develop emotions? You know what I mean?
Right.
Ladies,
right.
How can we get
Killer TV? Kelly TV just
How
popped
can we
in.
get into our feminine side, emotional side? I'm gonna say even feminine side because every man has a feminine side, whether he want to admit that or not. How can we, ladies? I want to ask y'all this question: how can we tap in more into our emotional and feminine side?
Well, you
Kelly,
guys, you guys have to be on accord and understand that you guys do have the right to be emotional. Because there's no telling what you guys are dealing with. It may not even be something that particular day, but something that happened a while ago that still kind of triggered you, or it may be troubling. I think you guys should probably come up with probably a couple of your friends, something that you guys can just let your guard down, talk. I think this should be something that should be done repetitiously because it's been so long that you guys really haven't had a I guess a space to be able to pour into that space, if that makes any sense. I think that if you guys could get together with some of your closest friends, and even some, I guess with you guys, honestly, it is a little challenging because I know some of you guys may be affiliated with some men that may not partake in being, emotional, as you guys say. I think that you guys need to come up with a group of friends who probably you've had the conversation with them and they pretty much feel the same way as you. Start from there. You can always start small and grow. But the fact that you guys are admitting that this is something that needs to be addressed, that's a start right there. And you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. You got to act on it. You got to follow through with it.
Michi, how would you get your significant other to tap in more into his emotional side?
Um, I'll say I'm open to that. I'm not. I don't think I'm on some. Oh, this is feminine and this not. Do I want my band to be emotional and stuff like that all the time? But I have discernment, so I look at people behaviors and how they act and just their patterns. So I think for me, it would be noticeable if somebody had some type of change. I mean, it's no guarantee, but I watch people behaviors and I listen, what I'm saying, try to listen more than I speak. You know what I'm saying? To watch people behavior. So I think my partner would have an open space to be able to speak freely and be emotional without being overly emotional. And,
Same
and and I
question.
think because I have empathy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at him like you weak or this. I just don't feel that way.
Miss Kelly, give us some good game. Cause you and your guy, are you married, Kelly?
No, I'm in a relationship though.
Well, I mean, I know you and your significant other, y'all got a real tight bud. As you stated last week. So, what would you do to get your significant other to tap more into his emotional side?
Okay, so number one, I just want to say I am a mental health advocate. I'm someone who lives with mental health illness, and I have lived with it in all honesty since I was 5 years old. I wasn't fully diagnosed until 2012, once I was an adult.
Okay.
I am a suicide survivor. I have tried to commit suicide. I've attempted suicide over 5 times, and I'm still here to tell about it.
All
So,
praise to do.
when it comes to
Apple Sims.
my significant other, what I would do before I talk on him, I would go with when I was married. When I was married, I was actually married to someone who had mental illness as well. So you had two mental illness patients in a
Man,
household, one who was doing something about theirs and one who wasn't. And so trying to get him to just go get help, to go talk to someone, because guess what? I could see where it was coming from. It was coming from his mother, how she would talk to him and handle him, and he couldn't handle a woman who would treat him like a king and talk to him like he was a man. It wasn't until I was calling him a bitch and a motherfucker that he actually understood me. And I never wanted to get there with him because that's not how I was raised.
right.
But in my marriage, he would take my medication. and he would do it to kill himself. So not only am I a suicide survivor, but I am now, well, we're in 22, about to be in 23. So what, I'm going 4 years strong, free of cutting myself. I'm a cutter. And
That's
I'm in
cool.
recovery of it. And
Hey, man.
so that's something Corey is getting to learn a lot about her cousin right now. That's something she don't even know.
Well, actually,
Um,
because we talked about that, so I am
yeah,
aware of that. But
right. So
Yeah.
so yeah, but being in that marriage was very hard because I just wanted him to go get help. I even signed him up with my doctor. She would see him, and she would have me sit in. Like, I didn't mind being that support system. The thing is with men is you have to be able to say, I'm fucked up or something's wrong with me. And the problem with my ex-husband, he never wanted to say that. He never wanted to have to admit that how my mama talked to me is really affecting me. The shit that went on with my daddy as a baby is really affecting me. This broken home I done grew up in, the treatment I done endured, that has really affected me to make me who I am today. So it didn't
Yeah.
matter the support I was giving him to go get that help. So number one, it comes from you guys wanting that help. So now I'm in a relationship with someone who honestly, he ain't got no fucked up problems. He ain't one. But he's
Oh.
learning how to deal with me and all
Hey,
five
Kelly.
of my personalities.
Hey, Kelly. So what's some of your coping mechanisms that you use in order to stay at a same
afloat,
at a
from day to
float?
day.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
smoke. I'm smoking right now. I
Already.
look. I ain't
Just
gonna lie.
medicated.
Let me be honest with y'all. I was on 23 medications, pharmaceuticals, and in my years of being on pharmaceuticals, I have wanted to kill myself. Like, I had an exit plan and everything. Like, I know what I would do if I was ready to end my life. Okay. So as long as I was on pharmaceuticals, that was my lifestyle. Wanting to end my life. That was me literally wanting. I had plans. I would go into the hospitals. Since being off of pharmaceuticals, like 2019, I stopped taking all my pills after my ex-husband tried his last attempt with my medicine, and I started smoking marijuana. And I've been on marijuana ever since. And I have not had to go to no hospital at all. I have not had any suicide thoughts. But that also comes from me being able to say I need that help. That also comes from me being able to also surround myself around people. You gotta know, not everybody you gonna be around. Your family. Let me be real with you. My family, when I found out, my grandmother told me wasn't nothing wrong with me. Pray to Jesus, and I'm gonna be all right.
Girl, grandmother said that.
Yes. Like, and my daddy didn't believe it. My daddy was like, you're trying to be like your mama. My mama deals with depression. So not only can mental health be from trauma, but it can also be genetic. And you can carry that in you. We all carry it. We carry it from our ancestors when you really think about it. So it's a lot deeper than what just the surface, the eye meets of the surface. So when you can really sit there and say, okay, I messed up here, like old boy said, his uncle taught him all this. So now it took his little girl just to get him to soften up. He was taught to be a man. You don't cry. That's what men are taught. You ain't supposed to cry. You hold your head up. You good. Ain't nothing wrong with you. That's what men are taught. But what if a woman had a just said, or what if a man had a just said, hey son, it's all right for you to cry. Now that you done cried, what's next? Let's figure out the next game plan. What if that little change just had to happen in our men today? What aspect could we have had now? And now that we do have these men, this is how y'all can help these younger generation. When you see them
True that.
acting up, let them know it's okay, bro. You good? Feel it.
True
You
that.
angry? Feel it. Tell them to feel it. Let them feel that shit. Feel it all.
True that.
And then
You
tell
want
them how to help them to go next with it. Don't just let them feel it, because the problem is a lot of us have just been told to just feel it. And we don't have no steps to move next. So
you
now when you
100%
got somebody willing to
right.
put them steps, now you kind of know a direction to go.
True.
Yeah, you 100%
True.
right. If y'all ever looked at a situation when it comes to young men when that young boy is going through something and he's what you call a problem child or whatever. Have y'all ever seen that situation where he just get angry and he let it out with another man, a grown man, he a young boy, he been holding it in, and they took the grown man to grab him and hold him and let him know it's all right. I said all that, man. Us as men, we're gonna have to start on each other more because as much as we want to say, hey, women, y'all support us, man, it's nothing like another man letting you know it's all right to be emotional, especially if you see that man is a strong black man. And he told me it's all right, I can let it out. I'll give you an example. Men of power and position look for the okay, and not only that, the men of power and position make it okay to do certain things. Not the Strauss topping the subject. NBA young boy made it all right to have herpes. Well, I said that to say this. He's NBA young boy to the youth. He's the one that's speaking from a power position. So a lot of those young, see, in our time would have been shamed. Oh, you got herpes, but he came from a power. He spoke from a power and position, and no one shamed him for that. No one said, "Oh, you got herpes." Matter of fact, he told somebody the other day, "Man, suck my herpes dick," and didn't have any shame about it. I'm not like NBA young boy because he's tapped into his emotional side, and he don't feel the need to suppress his feelings and emotions. Like right now, he wore his nails. I don't give a fuck about y'all talking about I'm gay because I wore, and I commend that young brother, man, because he figured it out. And he's created this avenue for the youth to be able to follow. Man, it's okay to be yourself and express who you are and what you feel. It's us as older men who have lost touch with that. And as you know how the saying goes, when you're older, you sit in your ways. And as
sit in your way.
We have to reverse that some type of way. I don't know how we do it exactly, especially when you're up in age and you're 40. When you get it, like when you get in your mid-30s, that's when you become to that set age stage. You know what I'm saying? It's like it is what it is, you know. But we have to break that cycle.
Can I tell you something? It really do start with just you. When you yourself as a human, forget the fact that we men and women. When you yourself as a human say that when I die, I want to be able to say I'm happy, I'm at peace, and I'm full of love, and I know the people that surrounded around me give me nothing but love and peace and happiness and joy. When you can say that yourself, when you can say, okay, I know that this is what I deserve. I like to ask people, what do they deserve? Because a lot of people done got stuck with that question. A lot of people can't actually answer what they deserve. But when you can honestly say what you deserve and you start to go for it, that whole stuck in your ways, that start to change. Because then you start to realize, okay, yeah, I'm stuck in my ways, but shit, I'm losing out on this end. I'm missing out on this because I'm stuck in my ways. That goes back to having a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. When you got a growth mindset, you're willing to adapt and change and figure shit out. But when you fix, you're stuck and you content. And once you get content, you're not trying. And I can't stand a content person.
Stagnant. You stagnant as well because you're not leveling. You're just staying at one level. So
and then at that point, all you doing is hurting every person that come into your life.
Agreed. You better talk.
And then y'all want to know now wait, because I don't believe in just talking on my men. I like to get on my women too. Now where we come into play it on this is when we do see our men being vulnerable. We don't break them down. Right. At that point, that's when we lift them up. We supposed to be their rib, right? So let's do that. Let's lift them up. Okay, babe, you struggling right now. I'ma hold you up. I saw a video the other day. This dude was telling his girl how his hours got cut at work. And he just wanted her for the next 6 months to a year to go half with him. That's all he asked. He been paying everything else. And now his hours done got cut back. This bitch gonna say, go get a second job. And yes, I called her a bitch because that ain't
Now
nothing
for
but a,
real.
to me, that ain't nothing but a bitch. In all honesty, this man sitting here, he done took care of you for however long. You ain't had to worry about nothing. And the moment he fall down, you can't sit there and just meet him halfway.
But
And at
see,
any point, shit could change. At
that
any point,
Yeah.
things could change. And honestly, I really hope he left her. And I pray to God he left her. I pray to God that he find him a woman
Hey,
that will love
hey,
him
y'all.
unconditionally.
that's
Because
It's
at the
solution
end of
Hey,
time.
the
It's
day,
solution time.
hey,
hey,
Corey, you love.
what's
Hey,
up.
it's solution time, y'all. It's solution time. Let's get our closing in on the end of this. Let's get some closing remarks on this topic.
Well,
Let's start with the ladies.
for starters, um, everybody that spoke on the panel said some very valid points. Um, Definitely, I hope that the viewers who are watching, the men specifically, I hope you guys take something from this episode and kind of begin to implement it and apply it, because I know that our men are hurting. That's one thing out of all of this that I can definitely see. And with the incident with Twitch, I can see that our men are hurting. I do feel that you guys do need to tap in a little bit more into that to where you can find the balance. Because if you continue to walk around unbalanced, you're going to erupt. And we already have that we deal with on a day-to-day. We need you all. And I will say this again, we need you all. I don't care if nobody else in your life tell you that you're not needed. We need you all. We really, really do. I really want you guys to take into consideration the content, the things that we have discussed tonight. And please make sure that you begin to take your mental health more seriously than you do. I don't have too much more because the conversation has just been impeccable today, and you guys have definitely hit on more than all of the corners in regards to this, in my opinion. I do.
Hey, it was a good show.
It definitely was. I actually I loved it. Misha, what are your thoughts and your views on the mental with the men?
I don't want y'all to generalize it to being just a young people problem. It's
Right.
with all ages. So don't just think, okay, because it's somebody young that they're to be the people that are just be the ones to carry out that. It's men of all ages. I'm telling you, I see it all the time. And I know it's partly social economics, prison to pipeline, pipeline to prison or whatever. It's a number of things, and women belittling men and not just giving y'all open spaces to be able to, have those kind of conversations. I think if you're going through something, talk to somebody that you think that you can trust, because you can't trust everybody with, what I'm saying, just intimate things about your life. But if you can't talk to somebody that you trust, go talk to a professional. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to have an unbiased opinion. They don't know you from a can of paint. They may be able to give you valid information that's going to help you and guide you into the next step of your life. So I'll just leave y'all with that.
Well said.
Hey, that's well said. Shit, man, we had a great show tonight, man. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that's on the panel, man. Y'all always hit some valid points tonight, man. I think y'all helped some people out tonight, man, because we had a few people in the audience, man. So, hey, we're gonna upload this video so y'all can always go. Man, everybody, if y'all want to go back and watch the beginning of this taping, y'all can go back and watch it on the live TV. Man, great show tonight, man. Great show tonight. Corey Love, it's back on you, baby girl, man. What you gonna do, man? On your let me get your shit together, man. Let me get your music on, man, for your recognition.
All right, let's get into it.
Let me see, man. Play something smooth.
Our segment.
About time, it's okay.
Sweet answer, none other than Mr. Michael Beeman and his Pierce, aka BB&B. They are the CEOs of Good Karma Clothing. So if you got for some get up for the holidays, got to work on some extreme cold weather. These guys can get you right. The quality of their clothes is really, really good and pretty. And our eye hustlers are Michael Beeman and Chris Beezy and Beezy. There's their social media information if you guys want to place any orders for any t-shirts, hoodies, shorts, anything that you can think of, they can do it for you. Again, this is going to be our eye hustler of the week. The Good Karma CEOs, Mike Beeman and Chris Pearson.
Hey, give it up for them.
You most definitely.
For our eye artist of the week, we have the lovely. I hate to do
Hold on.
You got it?
The eye artist of the week. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. I'm ready.
So here, you guys, I know you guys have heard of what happened to Ellen's DJ. We all know him. He has, of course, decided to depart on this earth. I just wanted to shed some light on him this week in social media. Spirit, a beautiful soul, from what I did see on social media, that he definitely was a person that was full of life. I know that he will be missed by many. It's unfortunate, but I did choose him to be the eye artist of the week.
Twitch.
Next, we have our eye beauty of the week, which is Miss Keandra Daniels. She is the CEO of K Daniels Design. She actually has some of her clothing with Shein. So if there are any women that are tuning in and you love to shop at Shein, she has a wonderful knockout collection collaboration with Shein. This beauty, again, her name is Miss Keandra Daniels. She is the CEO of K Daniels Design. She's pretty dope, y'all.
Hey, she from Dallas?
She is.
Man, my wife probably got a few of her things. She loves to shop at damn Shein.
Yes, sir. And last but not least, you guys, we do have our male eye care of the week. This one is a little different from what I typically post, but we have this beautiful soul who is A$AP Rocky Rihanna's little boy. They have not yet revealed his name to the public yet, but I was too captured by this little fella when she posted him, so he had to be my eye care. And it does conclude our Koya's eye candy for the week.
For sure, man. Hey, man. We appreciate everybody, man, to come on the show, man. It's always a pleasure every Monday, man, to kick it with y'all. Hey, next week we got some, man. Hey, we got some more shit going on there. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on next week.
Oh, we got to do it big next week. And you know why? Because let me just put it out there for our viewers. Next week will be our last show for the year of 2022.
Yeah.
Until next
we'll wrap up.
Definitely got to come up with something. We gonna hook y'all up for the last show.
Yeah.
2022.
Oh yeah, we got to do something that's that revolves around ending the year, stepping into a new year. We most definitely. we most definitely got to do something that's inspirational and motivational going into 2023. So when we have our meeting Saturday, we'll put our heads together and come up with something pretty good. But once again, we've enjoyed everyone coming out to be a part of the Lounge Day of Dub. I promise you that every viewer that we get is appreciated. I wouldn't give a damn if we got 1 or 100 people on here. I appreciate it. Because y'all could have been anywhere else tonight doing y'all thing, but y'all chose to give us y'all time. The time is the most valuable thing that we have as human beings, because that's something we can't give it back. If y'all want to close us out with something, that'll do it for me tonight.
Shout out to AD tonight. You guys, thank you. We appreciate your time. Misha, you are one of our loyal viewers of the show, and Misha, I just want to tell you thank you very much for
appreciate you
supporting the show and just
every time
involved. And I really do appreciate you. As far as my cousin Kelly J, cousin, I thank you very much for being supportive as well. This definitely does mean a lot, not only to me but to Lavelle and QD as well. So thank you. And to our viewers on all over all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, IG. Thank you all so much for just kicking it with the lounge. We couldn't ask for a better audience. And great show tonight, guys. If I hadn't told you already, great show.
Already, man. Hey, the Lounge DFW, man. We'll check in with y'all next Monday.
Salute.
Happy holidays, guys.